Evening, Frontier Doubles League. It is a pleasure to be with you once again. I am Rhino Boy 11, and tonight I am joined on the casting desk by my good friend and British brother, Local. How are you tonight, my good man?
I'm doing pretty good today, Rhino. How are you?
I'm very, very well. As Paul Revere once said, the British are coming and they are coming to take over FDL for 1 hour at least. Tonight we have a elite league game for you. It is the undefeated Hydras. They are taking on the Eagles tonight, and we have some very interesting teams showing up here. Local, talk us through it.
Well, for the Hydras today, we've got a Star League sub up in Shade. Shade has been dominating in the Star League this season. One of the most big names you could have. He's been here for multiple seasons. This man has dominated it all. So it could be a good game from him today.
It could and it should. So we've got Shade and Azza representing the Hydras. We have Tuck and Thunder representing the Eagles, and straight away the Hydras have made a shot on goal. They are letting their ideas be known right at the start of this game, and Azza hitting that one behind his back. Very, very nice from him. He's going to try and sense this one into Shade, but he can't get it past Tuck. Tuck makes the save, and he's going to try and bring this one away. Shade is sitting on the halfway line. He wants to put himself about. He wants to be a nuisance. He's definitely trying to make those plays already. And it looks like Thunder's going to try and bring this one over the top. Tuck's going to go for that rebound shot, but it's going to miss wide right, and the Hydras want the control of the ball again. Az is going to bring this one forwards down the left-hand side, gets it over the top of Tuck, and that's going to go straight into the middle of the goal for 1-0 to the Hydras.
That's a 50-50 that could put a casino out of business there from Azza. Straight dunked the heck out of Tuck there and straight into the Eagles net.
Yeah, rough start for the Eagles. Let's see if they can find their way back as Azza wins that kickoff in the midfield. But Thunder's going to be able to bring this one away. He gets up, but Shade is there to make that save. And now Tuck's trying to win that 50. He does in the air, really nice from him. But Azza's going to bring this one away. He's going for the aerial. He's flipping. He's flying. He tries to get the double tap off the roof. Oh, it just misses on the crossbar. What a clip that would have been. And Shade's going to try and keep the pressure on, but I think this one's going to go back to the Eagles. It's going to be close though. Azza is able to keep the pressure on. He brings it around the right hand side. He gets it back into the middle. Tuck, that's a fantastic save coming off the wall. And now Shade wants to keep the pressure on this Eagles side. They just can't get out their own half right now. Tuck and Thunder really trying to work together and get this ball clear, but they're not able to do so. Shade picks it up again. He's in the right hand side of the box. He needs to get this one into the middle. Tuck's got a free shot on goal though. He's going to try and bring it round, but Azza there with the block. Now, Eagles, can they convert this? He tries to get it over the top. Azza is under it, but Shade is able to make the save, and he is also able to get the clear over the top of Thunder, and now it's the Hydras with some serious pressure. They try and get this one now. Azza wants to find his teammate in the box, but that's wonderful defensive work from Thunder. But Shade continues to keep the pressure on. Azza needs a boost, so he's not going to be able to find that one in the middle, and now he's going to try and get it back for his side. Azza looking to get this one into the middle. It was tried to be a body play from Tuck, but he didn't quite find it. Shade now thought about going for the 50. He's going to think better of it. He's going to go for the aerial duel in the middle instead. This is a free shot for Thunder. He's going to try and get through, but he just misses. He does get the demo though. So it is a 2v1 right now for the Eagles if they can convert this. Tuck now trying to find his teammate in the middle. It's a 2v1. He's trying to get it over the top of Azza. Azza's going to come off the wall though, and he's going to make that save. Now, Azza and Shade, they might be able to get this ball forwards, but Shade, that's a little bit of a whiff. He's going to try and have to get this one back under control. Tuck goes over the top of Shade, and he tries to get control of this ball for the Eagles. Thunder is up. He goes for the shot. It's in the top right. It's just going to miss high of the goal, and now the Hydras might be able to mount the counter-attack. Azza trying to bring this one forwards, but Tuck is going to be there first. And now Azza, with the great clear, is able to bring this one away for the Hydras. It's a back-and-forth game, Local. What are your thoughts right now?
Oh, before I speak, Eagles getting an equalizer here. A great play here from Thunder, bringing that double straight off of the backboard into a 50, and Tuck's there to clean it up. But my thoughts in this game, personally, after that goal, it could go either way.
If you could see my face right now, I talked for like 2 minutes straight, thinking that there could be something happening in this game. And all of a sudden, the one time I pass it over, there's a goal for the Eagles. I'm mad. It's fine. Azza gonna try and bring this one forwards. He's flying. He's moving around. He gets the flip reset. Oh, it just goes on the crossbar. Azza so close, but no cigar just yet. What a clip that would have been, Local.
Clip indeed. As a mechanical menace in the air as he goes for another one.
Oh,
Holy!
oh my goodness.
This man is being a denominator here.
Oh, Azza. I mean, at some point, your heart's got to go out to him because there it is. That's the goal that he deserved. Third time's the charm. He gets it over the top of the Eagles' defense. And this isn't a half bad play either.
That's one I'd take myself personally. A nice little flip reset into the net. Who wouldn't take it?
Who wouldn't indeed? Now, the Hydras have a 2-1 lead, and Azza actually loses that 50 in the midfield. Shade's going to be up. He looks for the pinch. He's going to go forwards. Thunder's not going to be able to get that one under control, but he does need to. He tries to put it back into the middle. Azza's going to be there with the aerial, but it's big pressure from the Eagles right now. Azza able to get this one up into the corner, but that's not quite the clear he would have liked. Shade's going to be up though to get this ball back into Eagles territory, but Tuck sends it straight back to sender. Azza with the save, wonderful from him, and now he's going to try and get it over the top of Tuck, but Tuck just waits. He plays really well, and now it's an open net for the Eagles. Is he going to be able to convert? He is! Azza so nearly there with the save, but the Eagles do manage to tie up this game.
Shade's trying so hard to get that 50 there with Thunder, I believe, but just bumps the man instead, and it's an open net for the Eagles.
Absolutely, the Eagles are able to make that conversion. It's just an unlucky bounce really for the Hydras, but they need to be careful that that this game doesn't get away from them, and Azza saves are going to continue to do that. Azza now or fakes out Thunder. That one feels bad if you're the Eagles player there, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to convert. The Eagles have this ball back under their control. Azza is going to continue to be a menace in the midfield. Pass through to Shade. Shade wants to get it.
Oh my!
Wow. I believe that's what they call debating.
Jabez indeed, as he gets sent to the shops.
I wish he could pick me up a Kit Kat. That is, that's a rough one for the Eagles defense. With 40 seconds left to go, they need something and they need it now. Up in the air, looking for the aerial. Azza on the side wall makes that save, makes it look easy as well, but I promise you it is not. Shade going back and forth. Oh, unlucky. Thunder had him on absolute toast there, but not able to convert. Shade now trying to get over the top of Thunder. Thunder nor Shade are able to hit that ball. Now Tuck's got control of the ball. He wants to play it past Azza, but Azza has continued to be a rock in defense for this Hydra side. Shade's going to bring this one forwards. This game might fizzle out unless the Hydras can do something about it. Eagles now bringing this one forwards. Az is going to be there with the save once again, and the time is going to tick down, and that should be all she wrote as this ball goes to the ground. Not quite, it's still up in the air somehow. The Eagles are going to be able to bring this one forwards a little bit, but Shade's going to knock that down. Azza wanted to keep it alive, but not to be, and the Hydras take game one.
Great game from Azza there, being a defensive rock at the back. He collected 7 saves during that game. That's a performance any defender would be proud of.
Those stats are absolutely disgraceful from Azza. That is 954 score, 2 goals, 1 assist, 7 saves with 6 shots. He's just been doing everything that first game.
More than everything, he has been the man. He was being that guy. He's been all over the Eagles. Just every time they shot, that man was there. It's a performance and a half in the game one.
You ain't kidding. I want to talk to the people real quick about the playoff implications of this game. So the Hydras are undefeated. They are 8-0. They have clinched their conference. They are going to the playoffs. That is confirmed. The Eagles are currently sitting 3-5. The only hope they have of getting to playoffs is winning this game and winning next week, provided that the Owls do not do the same. So it's all very interesting. The Eagles need to turn this around. I've got to ask you, Local, how do you think they do it?
Take Az out the play. I need a little bit more demo heavy play. So take Az out the play and leave Shade to his own device, because Shade might not be used to this level of play, but it could be anyone's game.
Absolutely. We've talked about the fact that Shade is playing up from star, but he looked more than comfortable in that first game, even if Azza was the one with all the plays. Shade was more than serviceable in his role in that first game, and he's going to put a shot on net there. which was destined for the goal if Tuck wasn't there to make the save. And now Az is on the retreat. He's going to bring this one up over the top of the goal. Maybe not quite the hit that he would have wanted, but he's going to make another 3 hits while he's in the air, because that's just the kind of thing that Az does. And now he's going to put a shot on net. Tuck is able to be there with the save though. He reads it very well. Shade wins that 50 in the air, and now it's a 2-on-1. Azza needs to get this one over the top of Thunder, but he's not able to do so, and Tuck's going to bring this one away now. Plays it over the top of Azza, but Shade's going to be there with the save. No reason. Hang on a minute. Azza's going to not get there in time, and
no!
That's a misplay from the man we were just talking about.
A misplay indeed. Shade tries to get the early touch and just rushes it 1-2 seconds too many. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
That's a rough one. But we also know that the Hydras are able to take those mistakes on the chin most of the time, and they can convert off the back of it. So not too much to worry about just yet. Shade with that demo is going to really settle him back into the game, let's say, as Azza now trying to make this one stick. He goes up into the air. We know that he loves his aerials. It takes both Eagles to defend it, but they do defend it. And now, Tuck trying to bring this one past Azza, but Azza's going to be there like the rock that he has been to be a menace in the midfield of this game. Now, Thunder wants to win that one over the top of Azza, isn't able to, but Tuck's going to be able to win that one. Shade now needs to hit this one away from Tuck's grasp, and he does just that. Azza up in the air, a bit of a double commit coming out from the Hydras. They need to get back into position. Tuck is going to get bodied by Shade, and now the Hydras have the control of the ball once again. Thunder, that is a very, very nice turn, but it was read by Shade really nicely. The hits are coming in from Thunder near the Hydra's goal, but it's not quite enough just yet. Now, Azza maybe wanted to get a little bit of a touch on that to get it past Thunder, but he's not able to do so, and now Thunder's going to bring this one back into the midfield with the aerial. Really nice dribbling from him, but it's not going to be destined for the net, and now Azza's going to bring this one away. Gets over the top of Thunder, but Tuck is going to be there on the midfield to save that one. He's not going to be there on the second time, however. Shade needed to win that 50. He wasn't able to, and now it's 2-on-1. Thunder going to bring this one into the middle. He tries to get that second touch, but isn't quite able to, and now Shade needed to get that one clear. These Hydras are looking a little bit shaky at the back now, as Shade does able to make that aerial and is able to bring it away. Shade now has a free shot on goal, looking for the top right-hand corner. It just misses, but he gets the second touch off the right-hand post, and that's going to do his confidence a world of good, Michael.
It is going to do his confidence more than a world. That is a great play from Shade to counter-attack on that pressure that the Eagles had for a solid minute and a half there. Wow.
Wow, indeed. We're back to an even ball game with 2 minutes 53 of Rocket League left to play. Shade wins that 50 in the midfield off the kickoff, and now Thunder is going to be able to bring this one forward. He tries to find the pass to Tuck, but he's not going to be able to do so. That ball is going to miss wide right, so Thunder should be able to get that back under control. Say that, he almost wasn't, but he now sends this one back towards the Hydra's net. There's that physicality that you were talking about earlier. They tried to get the demo on Azza, they weren't able to. Azza now needs to clear this one to wait for Shade to respawn, and he does. Now, both Hydras are looking about midfield to try and give themselves the best opportunity of getting this ball back into Eagles territory, and they can, but Tuck takes Shade out of the server once again and tries to bring this one forwards for the Eagles. Azza, though, with the physical play. Oh, Tuck with the physical play, and now it's a 2-on-1. Azza needing to defend against both Eagles. Tuck's up in the air. He wants to get this one on net. He tries his best, but Azza continues to be a menace in the midfield, in attack, in defense. It doesn't matter. This man continues to do work, and now he's going to clear this one over to midfield. Shade's up. He does get the touch. That one's going to miss high, but he's looking for the second one. He does read it. Oh, wonderful double touch from Shade. Oh, he read that one off the corner.
That is a highlight hit and a half. Stick that one in the highlight reel. This man is doing it all.
From missing what seemed to be a relatively easy aerial earlier in the game to 2 clip goals, that is wonderful from Shade, and he must be on cloud 9 right now. I want to stress, reading the ball off that corner is so difficult in the game of Rocket League, but he's made that look easy, Local.
He has made that look like it's cherry on a cake. Just licked it off straight in.
Oh,
that is a play and a half. Wow.
That's exactly how I would have described it as well. And now, the Eagles needing something. They need to rejuvenate this game. Azza, though, if he's got his way about it, he is not going to let that happen. And the Eagles sitting back a little bit. Thunder is going to win that one over the top of Azza. Tuck's going to try and get this one on net. It's not going to go, and now Shade can bring this one away. Azza's going to be on the right-hand side. He's the one who's going to try and read this. He wanted the pinch. It's not going to find it. And Tuck's going to be able to bring this one away for the Eagles. Shade gets bodied a little bit, and now the Eagles have some pressure. Thunder needs to read that one in the air, but isn't quite able to, certainly not able to get it on net. Shade and Azza have a little bit of a miscommunication. It's not going to cost them though, as Thunder just can't get there right at the back post, and that could have been our leveler. Azza with the save. This one is going to be our leveler though. Azza not winning that 50 as cleanly as he would have liked to. Shade in no man's land, and we're back to a tie ball game.
Tie ball game it is. That's a fantastic 50 by Thunder. A man 50, I'd say. He got manhandled on that one. Azza just couldn't do anything with Shade out in the midfield. There's no real support.
No support at all, but that's a very nice win in the midfield for Azza. Free shot for Shade, but it's a good thing Tuck had got his boost and he was in the right place at the right time. Now Thunder trying to get this one in towards net. Neither of the Hydras are able to challenge him, and that one goes, and all of a sudden the Eagles are leading this game 3-2.
Leading it they are. This has been a very back and forth game that we are seeing, and I don't know what to think of it.
No, I don't either. Shade wins that one just about. Azza's in the air. He tries to get that one into the bottom left-hand corner, but isn't able to. The physical play onto Thunder means that he cannot progress the ball any further. And now Shade up in the air trying to win this one off Tuck, but he's not able to do so. Tuck now going to look for the dribble. He plays it over the top of Azza, but Azza on the retreat is going to do just enough. Just enough, I express. And Tuck now trying to bring this one forward. Azza wants to keep this one up. He wants to give his Hydras the best chance of still winning this game. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to. And the Eagles tie up our series to 1-1.
That's a great comeback from the Eagles there, taking that early lead and then going down to 2 magnificent goals from Shade, and having that resilience to come back is something you admire in these players at this level.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you can talk about this, right? It's easy, certainly in a competitive game of Rocket League, when you are 2-1 down to a team that is undefeated, to let your heads drop, to start thinking, oh, you know, they're going to take control of this. GG, go next. But to show that character, to show that mental is really impressive from this Eagles team.
Definitely is. It's really impressive just to have that edge, stay fine, stay sharp, and not let your head drop.
Absolutely. Two things I want to bring up before we move on to the next game. Azza, 6 saves again. This man is a beast in defense. You've really got to try and get past him if you want to score the goal. The second thing is the performance from Tuck in that game. 2 goals, 3 saves with 6 shots. That man, as we discussed with Azza in the last game, was everywhere on that pitch.
He definitely was. Looking like an N'Golo Kante out there. That man was doing it all.
Ah, we love the British football references. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it's called football, not soccer. We move. Okay, so game 3. The situation is this. Hydras have 1 game in the bank. The Eagles have 1 game in the bank. This is a best of 5 series. Shade and Azza had a little bit of miscommunication there, and maybe that's going to come back to haunt them as Tuck goes for the goal, but Azza's going to be there on the save. Now, as we mentioned, if the Eagles are able to pick up this series, they need to win 2 more games to do so. That's going to really help their cause in order to win this series. Tuck has a free shot, free net. Goals don't get much easier than that, do they, Local?
No, they don't. That's the type of goal you want to score in these type of games. Rejuvenate your confidence, rejuvenate everything about it. Hopefully to bring those playoff clinch and playoff hopes to reality.
Absolutely. Shade, gonna try and flick that one over the top of Thunder. Now, when you talk about flicks, that's naughty.
Naughty indeed. A little cheeky flick, putting the defender awkward, and Thunder just can't deal with it.
Wonderful from Shade to get his team back on level terms, and within 3 seconds of conceding as well. That is definitely going to help this Hydra's team. Now, Azza gets the boost, and what can he do with it? He looks to read it off the side wall, not able to do so, but he still finds his way to get it in towards Shade. But he is able to get that hit off the wall and keep the pressure on this Eagles team. Azza wants to read this one. Tries to read it now as it falls. He wants to get control of it. He flicks it over the top of one. Can he do anything about the second? Thunder is in all sorts of trouble. He's been bodied, but it doesn't look like the Hydra, are going to be able to convert off the back of it. Wonderful play from Thunder to avoid the hit there. And now the Hydras are in retreat. Thunder wanting to find Tuck, but Tuck knows he's not going to get there before Azza. Now Azza wants the flip reset. Not quite going to find it. He doesn't need it. Tuck misreads the bounce, and it's 2-1 to the Hydras. But Local, we've been in this situation before.
We have indeed. An Eagles comeback could be on the cards, but to avoid the caster's curse, I'm not going to say it's not.
No, we're not going to talk about that. That is not something that we're going to bring up on this panel. We do not want to curse anything. Now, Thunder trying to get some pressure back onto this Hydra's back line, and he is able to do so. Gets that one past Shade, but Tuck cannot convert. Shade gets bodied in the midfield, but he's still going to be able to get control of this ball, I reckon. He wins that 50 against Thunder, and now he can bring it forward. Azza is right next to him if he needs him, but he's going to go without. Good save from Tuck means that Azza needs to read this one off the wall, and when it's asked if Azza will read, it's not if Azza will read, this is when Azza will read. And he is able to make that play. Now Shade gets the demo onto Tuck. What a play from Shade. He sees where the danger is, he goes past the ball, he takes out Tuck, the ball's on its way into the goal, and it just needs an extra little nudge to get it past Thunder. 3-1.
Must have heard what I said to the Eagles about physicality, because that man's doing it all on the physical side of things.
Yeah, absolutely no kidding. And now Azza wins that one in the 50. That's an awkward one for Thunder to read, but he does read it well, and now he's going to try and bring this one forward. Shade wanted to read that one as it came off Thunder's bonnet, but wasn't able to do so. Now Azza needs to get this one a little bit away, and he does. Shade wanting to put himself about, able to do so. Maybe trying to find his teammate, maybe not, just going for goal. This man's full of confidence. But Thunder is able to make that save. Shade comes through the air like a gazelle, as he is able to make that block in the midfield and keep the pressure on the Eagles' defense. Azza gets it over the top of Tuck, looking to get it over the top of Thunder. Maybe not able to, but Shade is there on the cleanup. Tuck in no man's land. This is starting to be a little bit in trouble of getting out of hand, let's say.
It's getting a bit ugly here for the Eagles. Azza with a fantastic 50, just setting it up perfectly for Shade.
We often talk about Azza on this cast, certainly, and it's because he is doing a lot of things right in this game, for sure. Things that maybe aren't so right is that hit from Shade, passing straight to Tuck, who was up nice and early. Getting a goal back for the Eagles, then stranger things have happened, local.
Yeah, stranger things have definitely happened, but it could be one of those days.
It could be one of those days. We haven't even played half of this game yet, folks. That is something I want to stress right now. Tuck going for this ball, wanting to get the read. Almost tried to body Shade, but Shade said no. Now Thunder with a clean shot on goal. Oh, that one was nestling in the top left-hand corner, but Azza is just able to get there before the ball is able to do so. And now Thunder trying to bring this one away. He gets it up. He gets it on the side. Shade is able to read it, though. That's not where he would have wanted the ball to go. But Tuck now has control of it. Shade with the absolutely massive body block and the demo as well. Oh my goodness. Is this Shade or is this some insert NFL footballer here? We move as Thunder trying to bring this one forward for the Eagles. He needs to get this one over the top of Azza. Azza isn't able to make that defense. And now all of a sudden the Eagles are able to get this game back to a 1-goal lead for the Hydras with 1:50 left post-game.
That's something you don't see very often. A defensive mishap from Azza. Maybe he's starting to crack.
Maybe. Absolutely maybe. He's been under a lot of pressure in this game for sure. Let's see if he can make the most of this one. He tries to get over the top of Tuck. Tuck able to read that one though. He just kind of sits and waits for what Azza wants to do and then makes the save. Really nice from him. Tuck now trying to bait in the 50. He is able to do so, but Azza's there on the cleanup, and now Azza wants to get this one over the top of Thunder. He does. He can't get it over the top of Tuck though. That's a brilliant recovery save from him. Shade trying to keep the pressure on, wanting to get it over the top of the players, but not able to do so. And now Azza's going to clean up in the midfield. He almost baited the Eagles in there. Kind of tried to make them think that he was going to go for it, and ended up not doing that. An attempt at a flick for sure from Azza, but one that does not stick. Maybe he's going to get another chance. Oh my...
Oh.
Oh.
Wow. Oh no.
Oh, so that's 5-3. Yeah, not
That's
one
four
that...
goals for Shade as well. He is
Not one that the
popping off.
Eagles will want to see back. That one's rough.
Wow. That's
Couldn't
unlucky.
have summed it up any better myself. Shade going for another goal. Oh my goodness, he actually gets that double tap, but it's just too high from the crossbar. This man is playing like a man possessed as he goes for all of these clips in this game. And now it's 5-3. 50 seconds left. The Eagles need to do something in order to bring this game back into their favor. But Shade and Azza playing really well as a unit right now. I'm going to make sure that that doesn't happen. He tries. Oh, Shade with the double tap again. Just not able to make it stick again. This, if he keeps trying it though, eventually one of them is going to work for him. Well, a few already have in this series, that's for sure. Shade now. Needing to clear this one, and does, looking for the second hit. Tuck's going to be able to hit this one, as it needs to get up, because that one looked like it might have been destined for the right-hand post. But we will never know, as Azza is able to make that save, and now Shade able to bring this one away. Trying to do it on his own, but Tuck is there to make that recovery. Azza's up, Tuck is up. Tuck's going to get it over the top of Azza, but Thunder isn't there to support him, and this game might just fizzle out as Shade now trying to keep the ball up, trying to make it a little bit interesting. Tuck also going to try and keep the ball up. Azza trying to get this one back into the midfield. Shade needs to be under it. He is under it, but it's not enough to get the shot on goal. Azza able to generate a lot more power than maybe we thought he would be able to. Trying to keep this ball up, and in the end it falls as the Hydras take game 3.
And now 2-1 to the Hydras. Personally, I can't see it dropping now, but like you said, we've seen stranger things happen.
Oh.
4 goals from Shade there. What a performance.
Not only 4 goals from Shade, 9 shots on net. That in itself is quite the achievement. I mean, to get 9 shots in a game of Rocket League, certainly at this level, is pretty tricky, considering there's 5 shots coming out from the Eagles in total. That is quite the statistic for Shade. He's playing really well, don't you think?
He's playing like a man on a mission. That man has got a vendetta against this Eagles team.
You are not kidding. Shade, as we said, step up from star. We weren't 100% sure how he was going to respond to that step, but I mean, he's answered that challenge and then some.
He's answered the call, he's gave his response, and he's taken control.
Absolutely. So, looking ahead, we've got game 4 coming up. The Eagles will want to make this a game 5 situation. How do they do that, Local?
Again, it's physicality. They did it for game 2 where they won, but they kind of backed off in that last game. Let the Hydras do it to them, but I need to see that more from them.
Absolutely. So watch out for the demos. Watch out for the blocks coming out from the Eagles if they want to win this game. Now, Shade wanting to get that one under control. Tuck is going to win that one over the top of Azza, and Azza's not going to be able to get there on the replay. But we've been here before. The Eagles have taken an early lead in the last 2 games. One time they made it stick, one time it didn't. So we'll have to see how it works out this time. Azza and Thunder going for the kickoff. Shade sends this one back towards the Eagles net, and Azza's going to be able to get under it. He almost fakes a little bit to try and get Tuck to consider what he's doing. Shade is going to be there with the 50 win though. This one goes back into midfield, and this is Azza's playhouse. Tries to get it over the top of the Eagles defense and is able to do so. That's a misread coming out from both Eagles, but Azza can't take advantage. But will Shade be able to? That's a save from Azza against his own team, and now Azza has to get the demo, but he's not able to make it stick. That's really rough comms from the Hydras coming out there. I don't know if it's me or my co-caster, but we seem to be losing someone, so I will continue to cast. Azza winning this one in the midfield. Shade now needs to kind of repay his sins a little bit from that last one, though it was Azza saving his shot. Which is very, very interesting. Not something you would expect to see from this Hydras team, and the Eagles have taken full control now. Thunder with that demo looks to make this a 2-on-1 scenario. Shade is able to win that one though, and it goes over the top of the Hydras net, and now Azza wants to bring this one away, but Thunder's there with the read. Really nice from him, keeping the pressure on the Hydras, and Shade's missing that aerial. Maybe he's a little bit rattled, maybe he's a little bit concerned about this game, but there's still a lot of game to be played. Azza trying to get this one over the back lines of the Eagles. He isn't quite able to do so. Shades takes his shot, and Azza's learned his lesson. He flipped himself out of the way. Shade's open net finally results in a goal. Absolutely fantastic from the Hydras there. So, Shade gonna challenge Tuck for this goal, and for this ball even, sorry, and he is able to do so. As I try and get that one over Thunder, he is able to do so, but Tuck is gonna be there with the response. Now, Shade gets a little bit bodied in the midfield. He's unable to make that one stick. And that's quite the response coming out from Shade. He absolutely takes Thunder out of the server. But unfortunately, he is able to come back just in time to make that save. And now it's a 2-on-1 in favor of the Eagles. Azza might want to make this save, but he cannot get back in time. And now the Eagles take 3-1 lead. This game is very, very interesting. It could go either way. Azza not quite able to make the save on that ball. It was very, very close though. As we move into 3-1 in favor of the Eagles, but this game genuinely could drop either way. We've seen the Hydras make a comeback like this before, and they could for this game. Shade wanting now to get this goal deficit back in favor of the Hydras. Azza going to try and get that one over the top of Thunder, but he's not going to be able to do that. Shade now in goal, needs to clear this ball, and he's going to bring this one off the wall now. Looking for Azza. Azza tries to win that 50 against Tuck. He is able to do so, and now all of a sudden there's an opportunity for the Hydras, or maybe it's an opportunity for the Eagles. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Tuck tries to get the flick. He does get the flick, but he just misses wide of the goal, and now Azza gets the ball under his control and 50s, and that is absolutely wonderful from Azza. Great play, knowing where Tuck wants to hit the ball, and we're back to a 1-goal deficit, Local.
Yes, we are. I don't know what happened when I was gone, but this game seems intriguing.
It absolutely does. This game, as I just mentioned, could go either way. Azza trying to bait out Thunder a little bit. He gets the flick over onto the crossbar, but Thunder's able to get a fantastic clear. And now the Eagles want to get this one back under control. Shade up in the area in the midfield. Maybe wants the second hit, not able to find it. Azza's going to get that hit though, and Tuck needs to make a save, but he is able to do so. 2 minutes 20 on the clock for the Hydras to make this game theirs, or the Eagles to be able to extend their lead. Shade going to be up for this one. He looks for the dunk. He does get it, and we are back to tied 3-3.
Physicality coming through from Azza, getting the bump on Tuck underneath, just making him awkward so he can't get up in time, and Shade's just perfectly reading Thunder's touch.
Perfectly reading indeed, and now all of a sudden we have 2 minutes of Rocket League with 2 tied score lines. This is definitely going to get interesting. Could go down to the wire. Shade now gets that one past Tuck. Azza wanting to get this one past Thunder. He does get it up. He tries to get it round him, but Thunder, that's a brilliant read. Good defense from him against probably the MVP of the game so far, although Shade might kill me for saying that, as Azza coming up off the wall. He's got Shade in the midfield. It's a 2-on-1. He tries to find him. He does manage to get the first touch, but Thunder just about is able to read that one. And now Tuck bringing this one forward, but Azza is able to read that in the midfield and kind of stop the progression of the Eagles for now. Azza bringing this one forward, flying through the sky like the man that he is, getting the double touch and just missing wide left of the post. So close to yet another clip in this series for Azza, but unable to find it. And as this ball goes into the midfield, Local, I want to bring you in. 1 minute left. Who's taking this game for?
Hydras has to be. They are dominating that backboard of the Eagles. No pressure's giving to it, and they're just double tapping all day. One of these has to go in.
You would think one of these does have to go in. I mean,
oh no, another one.
Oh, okay. I'll be real. I was just checking the scoreboard there, so I didn't actually see that.
That's an unfortunate 50. Leaving Thunder awkward in the net, and he just reverses it into his own goal.
Okay, so here is the situation. If Hydras are able to hold on to this for the next minute, then they will win the series 3-1. If the Eagles are able to find another goal, we are likely to go to overtime, and the Eagles' playoff hopes continue to stay alive. But they need that goal, and they need it now. And this is going to be the best opportunity they have for it. Tuck able to get that demo in the midfield. 40 seconds left. 4-all scoreline. I don't want to say it, but we are even with 40 seconds left. This definitely could be our first OT of the game.
That's the physicality I've been wanting from the Eagles, getting that demo, finding the open net, and it's a perfect play.
It is a perfect play, absolutely. Now, can the Eagles make this pressure work? Thunder flies through the air, trying to get a shot on goal, but Azza's going to be able to control that one. Thunder wins that 50 though, and Tuck's going to be able to bring this one back in. He tries to get it over the top of Shade and does, but that one hits the crossbar. So close from Tuck. He wants to keep putting pressure on this Hydra's net, but they are able to bring this one away now as Thunder reads that in the midfield, and now Azza needs to win that 50. He does in the back left corner. Tuck trying to bring this one away. Azza just goes straight through Tuck. Oh my goodness, the demo coming through. Shade tries to get that flick over the top of the backlines of the Eagles, but I think Azza has resigned himself to the fact that he doesn't want to concede another goal in this series, and so he goes for, oh my
Oh
goodness,
my.
if that had gone in, I don't know what I would have done. But we are in overtime. We are, and this overtime is the most important overtime of this Eagles team this season. That is for sure. Sitting at 3-5, to keep their playoff hopes alive, they must win this OT local.
They must indeed. That dream, that hope, it's sitting there waiting for them to grasp it, and they could be taking it.
Oh no!
Oh, or not.
Oh
This
no!
could be a.
Shade!
Oh.
Oh, that is it. Just as we were building up this storyline about the fact the Eagles still had hopes of the playoff, Shade and Azza combine. Azza with the absolutely disgusting demo to make it 5-4 to the Hydras. And your winners of this game are your Hydras. They take the game 3-1. They go to 9-0 on the season. Local, what do you think about that game?
That was an entertaining game and a half. Although it was 3-1, there was ups and downs for both teams. It was a very uphill battle for the Eagles there, but they couldn't make it up the hill. They got stuck halfway.
Yeah, they absolutely did get stuck halfway, but I have to give credit to that Eagles team. I mean, they put on one hell of a show. They played so well, and for you would have never have guessed that they had a losing record. They played their absolute hearts out.
They did indeed. For a losing roster, that is a definite happy play there. They have to be grateful and what's the word? I'm trying to think of a word. There's a word I can't remember, but they should enjoy that. Although they lost it, they should enjoy it. It was a great game for them.
Absolutely, they have to be proud. I believe
Yeah,
is the
that's
word
the
you're
word.
looking
There we
for.
go.
They really have to be proud. So yeah, let's see if we can't bring them into this server. I do not think, unfortunately, that I have the permissions to do that, but they are here. Please welcome to the casting booth, Azza and Shade. It's a pleasure to see you boys. How do you feel?
I feel good, bro. First time subbing up, and gotta peek on him real quick.
Hmm. Absolutely, and you've peaked on more than one occasion. Some clips in there you're going to want to save to your hard drive. That is for damn sure. I want to speak to you real quick, Azza. We've seen an incredible season so far from the Hydras, going undefeated, 9-0. When the series was tied up 1-1, did you have any fear whatsoever?
Not really. I just thought to myself I would stop with the freestyling a little bit, as I was making too many mistakes. Other than that, not really.
Not really. Very, very nice. And Shade, as you mentioned, you've come up from Star, you've subbed up, if you want to call it that. How did you find your first experience of playing Elite Rocket League?
Well, I do the scrims, and sometimes
Sure.
there's when the elite members deign to grace us with their presence. So I'm used to playing against that. So it wasn't too crazy. Kinda what I expected. As is nuts. So I just got in the backpack.
That is not true. We were singing your praises just as much as we were singing Az's. You both played incredibly well. Local, do you have any questions for our guests?
Nope, you hit them right on the spot, Rhino.
I appreciate that. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
I'm very sorry. So we have just received word that playing in that particular game for the Eagles was not Thunder. It was in fact Tyler from the Expert League. Um,
What?
what?
so when you talk about playing up, Tyler was playing up uh, two
Two.
leagues. Um,
That's nuts.
okay.
Wow.
Well, do either of you want to mention that at all? I mean, I've just been blindsided by that information.
Uh,
Yeah.
Wow.
interesting.
Okay, I guess not.
Why?
Why Why is a good question, but I think on behalf of everyone in this call right now, I have to say, Tyler, if that was the Expert League title, you played absolutely incredibly well in that series. My goodness, you did not look out of place in the slightest. Really impressive to see from an expert player. Oh my goodness, you really made that game look pretty incredible. So fair play for making that step up. That is quite outstanding. However, I do want to bring it back to the Hydras for this last little bit. 9-0 on the season. As a one word answer, can the Hydras go fully undefeated this season?
Yes.
That is all you need to know. Thank you so much for tuning into this game of Rocket League. We had the Hydras taking on the Eagles in the Elite League. The Hydras run out 3-1 winners in the end. Local, anything to say before we take it off the air?
I just want to congratulate you guys on your win. Although it might have been against someone you not expected, it was a good win indeed.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to apologize, and we might have to recast that one with Tyler's name like filled in with the Google Translate, voice, because my goodness. Anyway, stay tuned on the FDL Central because next up we have the Adept, I believe, Colt versus the Huskies. I will be on the booth with Squirrel. I look so forward to this next game. Thank you, Shade. Thank you, Azza. Again, congratulations on your win. We will see you at the top of the hour. Stay tuned. Hello again, Frontier Doubles League community. It is me, RhinoBoy11, back again for the second game of the night. And joining me is a very, very special caster, one of my good friends. Please welcome Squirrel to the casting booth. Hello, Squirrel. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing very, very well, thank you. We have the Huskies taking on the Colts in the Adept League. This game has some very interesting playoff implications. With the Colts currently sitting at 4-4, and the Huskies currently sitting at 2-6. So it seems like the Huskies are going to struggle to make playoffs, but the Colts are very much in the hunt, Squirrel.
Yeah, definitely. If the Colts win here, they can keep their playoff hopes alive. So definitely rooting for those guys. But at the same time, I really hope this is a close series. It is the A lineup for the Colts versus the B lineup for the Huskies. So we'll see how this goes.
It absolutely is. I look forward to seeing it. We've got Ovation and Tubby from the Huskies taking on Grimmy and Crusher from the Colts. Take us away, Squirrel.
Kickoff goes in favor of the Huskies here.
Oh,
Early shot from Tubby there. A little off target, but it's completely fine as he grabs the 100 boost, but Grimmy's there for a spin top the wall. Ovation, not the best touch, but he's going to keep it close. See if he can get something going here. Gets a good 50 in favor of his team. Not the ideal touch, but Grimmy keeps Crusher in for the Colts. Oh, he got a whiff from Crusher. Grimmy's back though. Tubby Boy, a little mishap, but it's completely fine. Ovation, gonna 50 Crusher. It goes in favor of Crusher. Grimmy, up the wall. Frame is slow, going up for the aerial. Gets a bump on Tubby. Unfortunately, does not get the double in order to set up Crusher. Ovation on the wall. Trying to take it slow, but Crusher gets the bump. Grimmy with the shot. Crusher? Oh, they're just peppering the backboard.
no way.
Oh, no. Grimmy, not the own goal.
I thought that was missing wide right, and I think if we watch this replay back, it was. Ovation, yeah, that one's missing wide, but Grimmy thought he needed to do something with it, and that's a rough way to start for this Colts team. My goodness, they find themselves one behind.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate goal from Grimmy there. See if his team can rebound. Ovation with not the best of touch, but he sends it up the wall. Trying to play some defense here. Crusher with the aerial? What a shot from Crusher.
Yeah, I read that one off the top of the dome beautifully, and is able to hit that right on the defender of his car by the looks of things. And now we're tied up 1-1. Still lots of Rocket League though to be played.
Definitely still got 3 minutes, 45 seconds roughly. Tubby Boy with a shot on target. Grimmy with the save. Tubby bumps Grimmy. See if Ovation. Tubby with the demo. Creating some space for Ovation here. Ovation taking it slow. A little mishap on the flick, but does get the 50. Grimmy's gonna take it up the wall. Playing it slow. Oh, he misses the second touch. Tubby Boy a little awkward. Gonna pass it to Ovation. Ovation a little wide with the shot. See if he can get this mid for his teammate. Possibly get a goal here.
Sure. Not quite going to find it, and Grimmy's going to be able to bring this one away. It's a nice amount of sustained pressure for this Huskies team, who haven't had the best season, but at the minute they are looking to absolutely physically dominate this Colts side, and it's working for them.
Yeah, it definitely is. Crusher with the attempted center pass, but I don't think Grimmy was completely ready for that. As Tubby Boy has some space, opts to go for boost instead of the ball. Crusher pushes the ball towards Ovation. Ovation is not the best clear, so Grimmy's going to send it right back to him. He wins the 50. Ooh. Crusher, can we get a goal?
What a save that is from Tubby, by the way. That is a backwards flick looking to make that save, and he goes up the other end and he converts into the top right hand corner. That is a save to a goal from the Husky there. That's quite spectacular from him.
Definitely is. A little pop over there to catch Grimmy off guard. It allows them to get the 2-1 lead with 2 minutes, 22 seconds left. As we have kickoff in favor of the Colts. Crusher gonna pop it up. possibly get a shot, but Tubby's already up the block for me on sidewall. See if he can get this mid for his teammate.
Oh,
Oh, Crusher! I don't think Crusher was ready for that pass. I think he's expecting a clear.
yeah, I think he was as well. But you've got to give it up to Tubby right now. He is doing absolutely everything for his team. 2 saves, 5 shots, 1 goal. He's been absolutely everywhere on this pitch and continues to be a thorn in the side of this Colts team, and not only the team but their playoff hopes. But they've tried to rejuvenate them now with Grimmy scoring. It's 2-2. Remember, the Colts do need to win this game in order to keep their playoff hopes alive, and they're going to need a better performance than this.
Yeah, definitely. That was a nice shot from Grimmy. He read the bounce off the corner there. Nice aerial to get the tight angle on the shot. As Tubby Boy takes it off the wall.
Oh,
And it's
oh
just
my goodness.
what a shot from Tubby. Oh my gosh.
I think in the background you can hear a little song going, anything you can do, I can do better. And that was a nasty shot from Grimmy to get the equalizer, but Tubby has just shown his quality there. Wonderful read off the wall, and gets it over the Colts backline to give the advantage back to the Huskies.
Yeah, definitely was a nice shot there. Guys pulling out their mechanics and almost got a goal there for the Colts. Excuse me there. Tubby trying to get this ball mid. Will he be able to get
Grimmy?
fake? Possibly? Was that a fake or was that just a whiff? I'm gonna say it was fake.
It's a fake. Yeah, 100%. No, there's no whiffs in a dead.
No, absolutely not. Always 100% tactical fakes.
Yeah, 100%.
That's Grimmy.
And
Up to the area.
shown. As clearly shown. The what happened there is the Colts had that tactical fake in the back line, and then they were able to convert off the back of it, and that to me is perfect Rocket League play. They have done an absolutely great job to make this one equal, but there is still a minute on the clock. Can either of these teams get a winner going into the last minute of this game?
Yeah, kickoff in favor of. Oh, there's a double commit there from the Huskies. Tubby up, pressure with the save. See if the Colts here can get some pressure going.
Well, here he goes.
Pressure, open net, possibly. Tubby up the wall. See if he can pull out some more of these mechanics. And he gets it towards the net. So Grimmy comes out with the save here. Ovation gets corner boost and does get saved.
Oh, Ovation, that's a great clear. He needed to get there in front of Crusher, and he is able to answer that call. So close one.
It definitely is a close one. Tubby trying to get this mid for Ovation, but Ovation ends up turning off because he realized he's getting beat by Crusher. Crusher with the demo? Oh no, not the flick over his teammate. Still got Crusher though. Can Crusher get a goal? A little off target, but still can. And we're in overtime in game 1.
Overtime in game 1. Things you love to see in competitive Rocket League, that is for sure. Tubby's now going to try and get this one off the wall and get some pressure back onto this Colts defense. But as we've already said, the Colts desperately need this series in order to keep their playoff hopes alive. So we'll see if they can channel that energy into a win in this game 1.
Yeah, definitely. As that shot there from Crusher rolled a little bit wide on the open net shot. Oh, Grimmy with the misflip. Crusher rotating back for defense. Yeah, definitely tactical fake. You love to see it. Crusher a little too far back there to keep pressure, and we'll see if he pushes up here. No, Grimmy's gonna call him off and just stay with it. Get the booming clear from the Huskies downfield. Crusher, 50 in favor of the Colts. See if Grimmy can get it around 1. Does he have? No, he does not have the angle, but Crusher definitely does. Save come up from the Huskies as Crusher's just all over the field trying to keep pressure in here.
Yeah, and I think that's the name of the game right now for the Colts, is they're really trying to make sure that the Huskies feel this pressure. They want to face as many shots on net as they possibly can, and at the minute they're not able to do that because the Huskies just came up the other end of the field and scored past them. 4-3. They take game 1. What a game that was.
Definitely was a close one. A minute 11 in overtime. We definitely love to see this close game. A little unfortunate there on that last goal though. Grimmy was caught in an awkward angle, couldn't really do much. And, Crusher, unfortunately, could not get the clear out, which did lead to the Huskies goal.
It did, and that's a really interesting game. I've got to give props to Tubby for that particular game because 3 goals, 2 saves, and 8 shots. That man was absolutely everywhere on the pitch, everywhere he needed to be. A few maybe misplays, a few little whiffs here and there, but honestly, at this level, it's a battle of who can make the least mistakes, right? And in that particular game, it was the Huskies. They were the ones who were able to convert their chances more. They just about saw it through to the end, and they take game 1 in a very very tight game. That bodes really well for the rest of this series.
Yeah, definitely 9 shots in favor of the Huskies there. Only 1 shot left from the Colts. It looks like the Colts had 3 saves, and the Huskies had 5. So I think defensive-wise, the Colts can try and clean some things up. Maybe not be as close to each other, and hopefully they can come out with the win. Game 2.
Yeah, and you have to say that that looked like it was part of the Colts game, right? Is it not necessarily stop you from scoring, but to score more than you are able to. We saw them try and get on that offense quite a lot in that game 1, so it'll be really interesting to see if they keep that tactic, if they keep just trying to pepper shots against the Huskies, or if they take a more reserved, a more defensive approach.
Yeah, we'll see how game 2 goes as the kickoff does go in favor of Tubby Boys. Ovation with the shot, Grimmy with the immediate save, but Crusher with the misflip. Not the clear I think he was looking for, but Tubby almost
Tubby.
got the Doomsday. Oh, what a shot. Oh, that was definitely a pinch and a half from Crusher. It's Tubby nearly on goals. Would have been a banger of an goal, not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's one of those that you see in like the compilations where it's a defender, but he absolutely sent it into the top right-hand corner of his own net. Like we've seen that a few times, and it would have been a clip, but also the opposite of that.
Yeah, definitely not the net you want to be shooting on when you're going for a
No.
redirect. But it would have been a really nice shot. As Ovation does catch the ball, Pressure with the 50. Tubby, open net. Nope, bounces off the backboard for me with the pop out. Ovation, taking it slow. Pressure,
Sure.
150. Not the best aerial shot there, but a shot on
Yeah.
target is a shot on target.
Absolutely, I think he realised that the shot maybe wasn't that good and tried to get the body block onto the defender there, but wasn't quite able to make either stick, and the ball goes back into midfield to be fought over by both teams. A bit of a cagier start to this one. We've not seen as many goals as we did in the first game, so it's interesting to see how both teams are approaching this one.
Yeah, definitely as Grimmy goes for a shot here, but Tubby with the save. Currently, the Colts are out shooting the Huskies 2-1, but looks like every shot has been saved as Ovation does send one towards the other side.
Grimmy.
Not the best touch, Grimmy, but Ovation, I believe, was waiting on the clear there that unfortunately never did come from the Colts. As Ovation tries to send this in for Tubby, Tubby realizes he's going to get beat, so he just turns around, takes the ball. Unfortunately, misses a corner boost there. But I think he's still good on boost. He has roughly 40 in the tank.
Oh, Crusher.
Crusher with the demo on Ovation just to halt the offensive pressure from the Huskies.
Yeah, living up to his name, Crusher there, getting the big demo in the midfield to try and get the pressure on for the Colts, but they're not actually able to capitalize on it, and both the Huskies are back up in the service, so we're back to a 2-on-2, and this game still doesn't have a goal. I stopped my sentence mid-sentence so that I didn't cast a cursor, so you guys are welcome. We stay 0-0 with 2 minutes 26 to play.
Yeah, as Ovation does get a shot towards net, but doesn't get enough power for it to be completely threatening. Crusher up for the aerial. Unfortunately, he is out of boost, but does still corner boost from the Huskies there. As Grimmy just does it by himself. Just Crusher, get out of my way. I will score if you can't.
Who needs teammates? Absolutely. Grimmy plays that one off the corner to himself. Wonderful stuff. The goalkeeper in no man's land. And the Colts take a lead in this one, 1-0. It's taken a while to get our first goal, but now that has happened, will the floodgates open?
We'll see here as the Huskies do have offensive pressure, but Grimmy, again, taking the ball out of their side of the field and trying to get some pressure for these guys.
Here we
as
go.
the
Ovation.
50 Ovation, open net, possibly, but he doesn't have any boots. A little unfortunate there. Grimmy with the mistouch. Crusher
No.
does win the 50. Is a 2v1 in favor of the Colts here. It's a little wide from Crusher as Ovation does get the save. Flick past one.
Oh, Crusher.
Tubby with
Oh,
a banger of a shot.
still up in net. Oh,
Crusher, what a save.
wow.
Crusher. Oh my god.
Crusher is doing everything he can to keep this this Husky scoreline, sorry, at 0. He's been everywhere over the map. He is desperately trying to get these demos, to get these saves, and he's doing such a good job of it. And it is converting into a brilliant defensive display for the Colts.
Man, they get the Huskies here want to get a goal. They have to try and get Crusher off the field with the demo or some bumps. As Crusher does take it into the Huskies
That's
half.
it. Oh,
Grimmy a little wide on the shot, but it keeps pressure on the Husky side of the field. Just killing some time. There's no need to rush
Sure.
this. Goes up for the
Sure.
aerial. Double tap? Oh,
He
what
wanted
a
it.
block. He definitely had the read there.
yeah, he did. He desperately wanted that. Tubby with a fantastic read on the wall, though, able to not allow him to have that double tap. And there's still life in this game. The Huskies do have 30 seconds, but there is a chance for a goal unless Grimmy is able to convert this one. He's not. Ovation with the save, and Huskies can bring this one forwards now.
Yeah, there's a little miss. Oh no, Tubby with
Oh.
the open net miss. Think he might have been going for a pass there, but at that point, you're better off shooting it on target. With 6 seconds left in game number 2, looks like this might go in favor of the Colts.
Yeah, I definitely agree. There was no reason to make that pass in the midfield. Tubby maybe had a misread on the situation, didn't know that the Colts weren't in net, and that's going to turn into a Colts win, and they take the second game of the series, and we're tied up 1-1.
Yeah, 7 shots to 6 shots. Again, Colts 5 saves on 6 shots, so they need to keep that going. Huskies also with 5 saves, but on 7 shots. So,
Yeah, exactly. So this is what I was talking about after the first game, right? The Colts want to keep peppering your net. You can tell that with their 7 shots on goal, and it's split between the 2 players, right? Grimmy with 4 shots, Crusher with 3 means that there's not really a specific striker in this team. There's not someone who's going to be taking those shots and someone who's going to be back in net, which makes it really difficult for the Huskies to kind of defend in a way because they don't know where both players are going to be. They can't get the read very easily. So it's really interesting to see how the Colts kind of turned it around after game 1 and were able to eliminate their mistakes, take away the map from, or take away the field, sorry, from the Huskies, really kind of choke them out, get a lot of that pressure and convert that into a game win.
yeah, definitely. As we're gonna head into game 3 here, series tied 1-1. The Colts need a win here to keep their playoff hopes alive. Let's
Mhm.
get these guys on the field and see how this game unfolds.
That's all we want, right? We want to see both teams on the field. We want to see them playing some Rocket League, and that's exactly what we're about to get. So take it away, Squirrel. You keep going.
Kickoff in favor of the Huskies here as Ovation nearly fakes out Grimmy there. Tubby with the near miss. Grimmy pushing it on the side of the Huskies. As 2 go, it works out, but you definitely do not want to be double committing this early in the game.
That was that was a Tubby fake. They wanted to fake the fact that the ball was going to be hit into the middle of the pitch, and instead wanted to hit it onto the wall. So nice play from the Huskies there.
As Tubby Boy keeps the ball in, tries to get a 50, does, but not in his favor as Grimmy
Oh.
challenges Ovation right away. Oh. What a demo.
Not sure
Alrighty.
how that one works, but
Yeah, I
okay.
mean, hey, it's definitely one way to get your players off of your side of the field.
Yeah, not
Demo
getting
as
all wet.
Tubby gets the fake? Tubby with the fake on Grimmy?
Was it a fake? Was it a whiff?
Definitely. No,
It was
definitely
a-
tactical
it was a
fake.
Absolutely, he
It
intended
did.
that.
Yeah,
And,
definitely a fake there.
Yeah, wonderful work from the Huskies there. Really nice individual skill, and the Colts now need to get back into this game.
Guys, the kickoff does go in favor of the Colts here. Grimmy with the catch. See if we can get this mid for Crusher who's waiting there.
Oh,
Crusher a little late. What a save from Tubby Boy. Grimmy, no boost, but still trying to keep offensive pressure in for the Colts. Crusher, backing up just a bit, pop it over one, try and get some pressure going, but Ovation
Nice.
just gonna wait. Crusher coming out with the demo. See if you guys can get a score. Oh, Grimmy, you gotta chill with those angles, my guy.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have been nuts if he'd got that goal. Oh.
Oh, it works. I mean, hey, it works.
Sometimes you have to double commit. Sometimes it's part of the plan, and Crusher actually there, if you watch that replay, he's blocking the aerial coming in from behind. So Crusher takes that impact, which means that Grimmy has a free aerial shot to get that one on net. So weirdly, in one of those situations, we always say double commits are dangerous in this game, but that one actually works out for the Colts, and they're able to convert. And now we have a tie ball game with 3 minutes just over on the clock.
Yeah, his Ovation shot there a little wide.
Oh,
Grimmy over one, open net. Where did Tubby go? Oh, I think Tubby went for boost. I don't think he
Yeah.
was expecting that shot to go on target.
yeah, that's a rough one. But it's one where you kind of just have to accept that you just misread that play, and you've got to go on to the next thing. I mean, the Colts now take the lead 2-1, but the Huskies are very much still in this game. There's still a lot of life in this game. Both teams seem really quite evenly matched, so it's going to be interesting to see how the rest of this game plays out.
Yeah, definitely. There's still plenty of time for these guys to come back. As 2:50
Sure.
left on the clock. Crusher, triple tap. Still trying to keep this ball in, keeping pressure on for the Colts here. A little wide on the shot there. As Ovation takes up the wall to get it clear out.
Tubby wins that 50, really nice. Can they convert? Oh, not quite.
Oh.
Oh no.
Another open net for these guys. Crusher just absolutely destroying him on that 50 there. Leading to an open net.
Yeah, and this is one of the difficult parts about certainly being in these games, and certainly at the kind of adept origin level, is that a lot of the times when you go behind, you almost feel like you're required to go forwards and score a goal and bring the game back to even. And that's exactly what the Huskies are going to try and do now with that kickoff goal. Wonderful stuff from Ovation to keep chasing that ball and go after the boost. But going back to my point, you know, it's one of those things where you start to get those double commits. You start to get both of the players kind of pushing up the field, trying to get that goal, and sometimes you can get undone by a 50 that doesn't go in your way, which we saw for the third goal for the Colts. So it'll be interesting to see now if the Huskies do continue with that kind of dual attack, or if they try and be a little bit more conservative and try and get on the counter attack. That angle is nuts.
That's a little unfortunate there from Ovation. He got caught up a little too far forward on front post there and couldn't really get the save as he quadruple tapped it into his own net.
Yeah, you do not see quadruple taps very much in this game, but that certainly is one, and it's given the Colts a 2-goal cushion now in this game 3. So 2 minutes left though, still lots of time to score. So we'll have to see how the rest of this game plays out. But the Colts now, with that goal, are looking very, very comfortable.
Yeah, Crusher saw Grimmy just waiting on the other side, opted to take the 50 on Tubby, and it just bounces perfectly to Grimmy, and he has a wide open net to shoot at.
Yep, he does, and that's going to mean that the Colts definitely have control of this game going into the last minute 55.
They definitely do. Huskies down 3 with a minute 50 left. It's still doable, but Grimmy keeping pressure in. Oh, Crusher was definitely not there for that pass. Good attempt though from Grimmy. You rate the pass as Tubby tries to get this mid for Ovation, but Crusher's gonna cut it off. Ovation, big challenge, goes for the 50 on Crusher, which he unfortunately loses. Grimmy already up.
Wow.
And the demo from Grimmy. Alright, these guys are getting really physical here.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I mean, the Colts really want to kind of assert their dominance on this game, but Tubby is going to come back with some aggression of his own, take out Crusher, and just over a minute left to get 3 goals for the Huskies. It's doable. It's not impossible, but it is looking more and more improbable as these seconds tick by.
Yeah, the Huskies definitely do have a chance. I think they just need to play their game. Try and get some shots on net like they have game 1 and 2. They only got 4 shots this game. A little lackluster on the offense here. As
Here we go.
Tubby Code gets an open net shot. There you go. Tubby with the cross-field open net to give the Huskies a 3-5 scoreline. They still got a chance here. 40 seconds
Oh.
left.
Oh, absolutely. There is definitely still a chance here. I mean, that's the kind of read that Tubby needed in the second game that he wasn't quite able to get. He knows that the Colts are pushed up. He knows that they're out of position, and instead of going for the passing play, instead of going for the build up, he just takes that shot and it goes in. And that's really good awareness now from Tubby. He's kind of learned his lesson. That's a double commit coming out from the Colts. They might live to regret that one.
A little wide on the pass there from Ovation. Tubby on the backboard, trying to keep this ball in. If anything, Grimmy might get a goal here.
Wow.
Grimmy. Alrighty. Well, that puts game 3 away in favor of the
Yeah.
Colts here.
So it turns out the Colts will not live to regret that one. They will go straight up the other end and they will score. And it's 6-3 to the Colts in this game 3, which puts them 2-1 up in the series. One more, and their playoff hopes are still alive, Squirrel.
Yeah, definitely. The Huskies here are gonna have to definitely regain in game 4. Try something different. Because what they did this game did not work out as the Colts just kept scoring over and over.
That ball's kept up longer than I expected, but yeah.
Definitely.
We talked about it in game 1 and 2. The Colts want to score more than you. That's their game. They don't want to keep you from scoring. They don't want to hit on the counter attack. They want to score themselves, and that is shown by the fact that they had 13 shots combined in this particular game and only 2 saves across the entire game. That shows me that the Colts are now starting to play their game. They're now starting to play that offensive Rocket League that they really want to be playing. They want to put shots on net. They want to be making sure that they are just scoring as many as they possibly can, and they have been able to do that in this game 3. It's going to be interesting to see if the Huskies are able to stop that going into game 4 and bring us back to a tie series. I'm not 100% sure they can do it myself, but we will see how they get on.
Yeah, definitely 13 shots to 5 is not what you want to see for the Huskies here. Only 5 saves. So they either need to get some more saves going or they need to limit the shots these Colts players are getting. If you keep getting outshot like that, you don't really have that much of a chance to win the game.
Yeah, 100%, and it goes back to a lot of pressure, right? If the Colts are able to put so much pressure on the Huskies defense, eventually it will break. I mean, five saves is nothing to scoff at. That's still a relatively good defensive display. But because they've allowed themselves to be put under so much pressure by this Colts offense, they're just going to buckle after, too many shots on net. Eventually, there will be one that goes in, and we saw that in that game 3. So it'll be interesting now to see how they respond, and that's not the way they wanted to do it.
Well, definitely not. As we get a kickoff goal here to start off game 4. 3 seconds, and Grim already has a goal. That's definitely a good way to start out for the Huskies, or excuse me, the Colts players here. As we go to another kickoff, and hopefully, yep, alright, no kickoff goal this time.
Well, don't speak too soon. But yeah, it looks like that one's going to fizzle out, and the Huskies will be able to get this one back under control.
He has Crusher, pushes it towards the backboard, Tubby with the clear to the corner. But these Huskies players are a little too close here on defense. Crusher trying to keep the pressure on. Ovation with the clear. Grimmy gonna catch it, take it towards his corner. Does grab boost. Bumps one. Takes ball. See if we can get it over Ovation, as Ovation does win that 50 there. Attempts either a demo or a bump on Crusher there, but does not get it. And what a save!
He had absolutely no right to make that save. Tubby got kind of caught in 2 minds there. He was like, do I go for this 50 in the midfield? Do I stay back? And in the end, he kind of got caught in a middle kind of area between the two. He was only just able to get back and make that save, but boy was he able to make that save. Fantastic work from him to keep this to a 1-goal lead.
He definitely did get bailed out there from Ovation, as Ovation passes it right to Crusher. Tubby with the clear. Crushers. Oh, shot on net,
no.
but what a save from Ovation.
Oh,
Oh, another save. Oh my god, these guys are actually cracked.
open net.
Open net, see if Tubby can finish, and he does. 1-1 with 3:30 left in game 4.
It is all kicking off in this Adept League game, that is for sure. Tubby with an open net, couldn't really miss. That's the second or third he's had in the series, actually. He's lethal when there's no defenders, that's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. As we get another kickoff here in favor of the Huskies. Remy trying to push this mid, but Ovation already up on the wall, just waiting for the touch.
Oh,
That's
Crusher.
Crusher, unfortunately, whips there a little bit.
Tactical fake.
Tubby sending it mid for Ovation, but Crusher with the save. The cross-net save there.
Yeah, I now do not believe that Crusher was that Crusher attempt was a tactical fake. I believe it was a whiff, and that's going to come back to bite them. Actually, Grimmy in no man's land. He's pushed up far too far, not able to get back on defense. The Huskies are ahead in a game once more, but Squirrel, this is not the first time they've been in that position, and the Colts have come back. So this game is by no means done.
Yeah, it's definitely not as Grimmy. Unfortunately, did miss the 50 there, which led to the goal because Tubby is just stronger. Gets the pass out mid to Ovation.
Nice pass.
Ovation definitely waiting on the touch from Grimmy. Grimmy over 1. See if we can get this mid. He's going up wall, trying to read the play here, but Ovation just takes the time. But unfortunately, that's the first Crusher. As Crusher does get bumped. Tubby trying to get it around 1. It almost gets the demo. A little
Nice
questionable, but it works out. Crusher's trying to play this slow, trying to buy some time for Grimmy to get back here. As it is now a 2v1 in favor of the Colts here. See if these guys can get another goal. As Tubby does block the pass attempt. Clears it across his net, he's going to take it up the wall. Ovation waiting mid. 50 in favor of the Colts here. Ovation taking his time, trying to go up the wall.
Pressure. Oh. Yeah, this is a really cagey match now. The Huskies really do not want to concede, and you can see that in their gameplay. But the Colts also want to make sure that they don't go more than 1 goal behind, and they are not going to do that. They are going to equalize with Daddy Grimmy with a fantastic kind of tight angle goal. Really nice from him, plays it over the top of Tubby, caught in no man's land, and that one goes straight into the middle of the goal. We're back tied up.
Gotta watch out for Grimmy with those tight angles, as this whole series he's been going for them, and he's been hitting quite a few. He's 2 for 4, shooting 50% from the field, as he gets a 50 in favor of the Colts. Ovation, not the best touch. Crusher had to go through 2 defenders, and unfortunately can get it past 1. Not the other. As a big clear coming out from Tubby. Ovation trying to get this mid for Tubby. Grimmy coming up with the clutch save there.
Yeah, I mean, currently the MVP of this game is Grimmy. He's had an absolutely fantastic game in both defense and offense, and he's going to get himself another goal here. The double demo coming out from both sides there, and Crusher and Tubby colliding, leaving Grimmy with an open net straight into the middle, and now the Colts have their lead, and this is their playoff hopes still alive if they're able to convert this game. So if they can hold on, they go 5-4 on the season, and they are still able to make playoffs, provided some other results go their way. If not, we're going to go to a game 5, so we'll see how the rest of this minute shakes out.
Yeah, this is Daddy Grimmy here, trying to keep pressure in, but it's not. Crusher, double, off the ceiling. Unfortunately there, Tubby with the clutch demo on Grimmy. Ovation trying to get this mid. Grimmy 50s, wins the 50. Tubby still trying to keep pressure in here for the Huskies. But I think a little low on boost, so he has to unfortunately rotate out. Ovation does get the 50 on Grimmy. Tubby, not the best touch. These Huskies plays are a little too close. They need to spread out and see if they can get a pass play going, as there's only 20 seconds left in here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the Huskies need to do something, and they need to do something quick. but it just seems they can't quite get that team play that they needed to. There it is, though. Just as I say that they can't get it together, they are able to make that passing play off the wall. The Colts defense is broken for the first time in quite a long time. We're tied up with 9 seconds to go, Squirrel.
Yeah, that was definitely a really nice pass play there from the Huskies, giving them a 3-3 tie with 9 seconds left. Kickoff in favor of the Colts here. Pressure up. Maybe can you get the double? A little off target. Looks like we're going to head into overtime here in Game 4.
Here we go. Game 1, OT. Game 4, OT. This is to decide the Colts season. Does it end with playoffs, or at least a shot at playoffs, or are they going to have to play another game to try and keep that dream alive? Pressure's going to bring this one forward, trying to get his team into an attacking position, but the Huskies going to be able to bring this one away, and I would not like to call which way this game is going to go right now. Actually, I would. I think it's going to go in the way of the Huskies for him.
A little unfortunate there from the Colts, as Grimmy a little too far forward there for the pass from Crusher, which was not really open net, but it was at the same time. Leads to Huskies there. Quick offensive transition gives them a goal, and it is now tied 2-2 in the series, and we're going to head into Game 5.
Oh, we certainly are, and we love hearing those words, ladies and gentlemen, in the FDL. We are going to a Game 5. This is a very, very tight series between the Huskies and the Colts. They've played their hearts out, both teams, and I'm struggling to see who's going to win this series.
It's been, if I'm not mistaken, right? Colts Game 1, Huskies Game 2, Colts Game 3, Huskies Game 4. So if it goes like the rest of the series, the Colts are going to win this and keep their playoff hopes alive here.
Actually, I could be wrong, but I think the Huskies won the first game, and then the Colts came back and won 2.
Oh, did they?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I might have that a little wrong.
Maybe people in chat will be able to help us out. But
somebody correct me, please. If I'm
yeah,
wrong, let me know.
But honestly, that last game was really, really exciting to watch, and back and forth, both teams really trying to make this game kind of work for them. So we'll see how this game shakes out. If the Colts are able to get their game going, they're able to get a lot of pressure, get a lot of shots. I don't see them losing this game, but the Huskies have shown that their defense is really strong. They are able definitely to hang with this Colts offense. So we'll see what happens in this Game 5.
As the Colts here have pressured. Tubby with the demo. We'll see if we can get this mid-ovation. Pressure with the defensive stop. Open net. A little hard on the first touch there. Gives Tubby Boy.
Pressure.
Oh, what a save from Ovation.
What a save! Oh
These
my
Colts-
goodness.
Yeah, these Colts players are definitely coming out swinging. But the Huskies also coming out swinging. Game 5, playoff implications on the line for the Colts here, as Pressure gets absolutely destroyed by Tubby there.
Yeah, and this is a game where, you know, we've been saying a lot about the fact that there's obviously playoff implications for the Colts. If they're able to win this, then they're still in the hunt. But you've also got to think about the Huskies and what it does to their mental if they're able to finish the season on 2 wins. Like, why do I talk? Why do I use words? Why am I here? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Prussia just plays that one over the top of the Huskies defense. Makes me look like an absolute chump and don't know what I'm talking about, and all of a sudden the Colts take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, as Crusher does win the kickoff there in favor of the Colts. Grimmy, a little missplit, but it does take a nice bounce in favor of the Colts there. Gets Pressure off. Tubby, around 1. Grimmy to push it back in. Ovation, waiting. Does get it clear, but Grimmy's still trying to keep pressure in here. Pressure with the 50. Grimmy, unfortunately, I don't think he has the boost to really do anything now. As it is a, well, it was a 2-1 in favor of the Huskies there. As maybe Grimmy can get a pass there for Crusher.
Oh, nice.
Fakes one. What a fake
Oh.
from Grimmy. Really made Tubby look silly there with that fake.
Yeah, Tubby's just been sent to the shops. He's picking up a Kit Kat and some Freddos. And Grimmy there just being able to convert. That was absolutely nasty from him to give the Colts a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, that was definitely a really smart play from Grimmy there. Fake the touch, get one to go, and you practically have an open net as Ovation was just sitting there waiting for something to happen. Crusher.
Absolutely, Crusher. Hello.
Oh. You know what? Just let it roll in. Yep. There you go.
I mean, why mess with that, right? Like, it's going in. There's no one around. There's absolutely no need to hit that one. So, sounds good to me. Unlucky from Tubby there though to get that save. He went for the aerial. He wanted the early touch. He thought Crusher was going to get there, but unfortunately not able to. And the Colts 3 goals to the good now against the Huskies, and there's still a game here, especially if Ovation can convert this one, and he can straight into the middle of the goal. So the Huskies are able to get a goal back. It's back to only a 2-goal advantage, and if this starts getting into the Colts' heads a little bit, if they start wondering what maybe they can get back into it, then this could allow the Huskies to seriously start putting some shots on net of the Colts.
Yeah, the Colts definitely not playing that bad of a game. Try and limit the shots from the Huskies. You guys got a 3-1 lead. Don't need to really push the envelope too far here. As Ovation does get a nice pop, but Crusher's there. Tubby caught in an awkward position, which allows Crusher to get a goal there.
Yeah, that's a rough read from Tubby off the wall. I don't think he was quite expecting that to bounce off as far as it did, and Crusher is there with the read right in the midfield. But still, 4-1 to the Colts. I mean, there's still over half the game left. If the Colts can score 4 in the first half, then I'm damn sure that the Huskies can score 4 in the second half, because that's just the way that this particular game has.
That's definitely not what you want to see. An own goal coming out from the Huskies on a bounce off the ceiling into Ovation's front nose, and just very unfortunate there.
Yeah, that one hurts. Can't lie, that one hurts. You've still got a shot, and Ovation's gonna find the bottom left-hand corner with that one. I mean, that was nestled into the bottom left-hand corner. You can't get any more lower 90 than that. Wonderful from him to find the little goal off the post to bring it back to a 3-goal advantage, but it could have only been a 2-goal if they didn't have that mistake. So really weird spot for the Huskies to be in now, because they need these 3 goals if they're going to keep their hopes of winning the series alive.
Oh,
There's
glad
one.
you say that. Tubby with a snipe from midfield. What a shot. Still gives them a chance here. 2:20 left in the game, all the way down 2 goals. Definitely
here's the thing. So 4 goals in 2.5 minutes sounds much less doable than 2 goals in 2 minutes and 20 seconds, right? So
Yes.
all of a sudden, the Huskies now have kind of a new way back into this game, especially if Ovation's making saves like that. My goodness. Wonderful from him, and the tides of momentum might be changing here, Squirrel. We'll have to keep an eye on it.
Yeah, definitely gonna have to. These guys still have a chance. 4 shots, 3 goals. Can't really ask for much of a better shooting percentage than that. As Grimmy's trying to get this ball mid to Crusher. Tubby with the shot on target. Crusher luckily waiting back.
Oh,
Tubby with the demo? Oh, it's a little wide. Grimmy having to play this blow, but Ovation.
what is that angle? What is that angle? That is wonderful.
I don't know what to say. Ovation just said, give me the shot, I got this. 4-5. Minute 39.
3 goals, 3 shots, 2 saves. This man's everywhere. 4-5 with 1:38 on the clock, and if you're the Colts, I mean, your mental must be going absolutely crazy right now. You know, you had a 4-goal advantage, and now that's been cut down to 1, with the Huskies looking like they're really on the up. They're on the ascendancy. Like, your backs are against the wall if you're the Colts, and you need this to be able to hold on to your playoff hopes. God, goodness knows what's going through their minds, but that's, oh my.
What unfortunate miss from Crusher, as they had the pressure there, keeping the ball into the Husky side, but unfortunately couldn't come away with the goal. They're still up 5-4 with 1 minute left.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's going to make their lives a lot easier because I just assumed the Crusher was going to get the touch on that. He did not. So it's now makes for a very, very interesting last 50 seconds. The Huskies are probably going to throw everything and the kitchen sink at the Colts defense, and they just have to be able to stand firm. We'll see who is able to do that in the next 37 seconds. Going to be very, very interesting.
Point is, there's Crusher
What
with the
save?
shot, but Tubby with the save. A little wide on the shot there from Grimmy. Ovation trying to get this mid to Tubby, but Tubby not in the best spot there. Grimmy keeping it in. See if we can get maybe at mid for Crusher. Not the best pass as
Nice
Ovation
50.
cuts that off.
Oh,
The
Tubby!
Huskies there. Oh my god, Tubby, what a freaking shot.
No way!
No way they just
I-
came back. Oh my god.
Grimmy, just, and I mean just, there's a couple of pixels in the distance between his car and the ball there. If he gets any shot on that, Tubby does not get his gold, but 5-5 with 12 seconds left. The Colts needing this to stay alive in the playoffs. The Huskies looking to play spoiler, and right now that is exactly what they're doing.
Yeah, what a save there from Ovation. See if we can get this game into overtime, as we do. Game
Oh, yeah.
5, OT, 5-5. You'd love to see it.
Now, the only time you love to see it is if you're a Huskies fan, because the Colts have not won a single overtime in this series. There's been 2 so far. They've both been won by the Huskies. So, if you're the Colts, you seriously need to sort this mental out. You need to be able to play your game, and you need to get this goal, because if you don't, that is your season basically over. So, lots at stake here in this last 24 seconds. Gary needs to make this.
Oh my god, Ovation with the shot! Oh my gosh, the Huskies 3 for 3 in overtimes.
The Huskies. Oh my goodness! I mean, not a lot of people would have put that bet on. The Huskies are 2-6 this season. They're now 3-6, and with that loss, you have to believe that the Colts just aren't gonna have enough to go to the playoffs this season. It doesn't get closer than that, though. I mean, you have to give a round of applause to Ovation. 1,095 score. The man had 4 goals, 2 assists, 3 saves, 5 shots. He did everything in that game to play spoiler to the Colts, and they were able to do so.
Yeah, definitely. It's hats off to Ovation there. 1,000 points in Game 5. He showed up when he needed to. A little unfortunate there for the Colts, as they did have the lead the majority of the game, but the Huskies came back in the last few minutes and they ended up getting the W.
They end up getting the W indeed, but it was a very, very hard fought game. Both teams putting everything on the line, everything they had. And one more thing that we have to mention, right, is the fact that the Colts played their A lineup, right, with Crusher and Grimmy, and the Huskies, technically this is their B lineup, Tubby and Ovation. So amazing to see the performance coming out from both of these players, and let's just try and get them in here for this interview, because I cannot wait to hear what they have to say. And here they are. Boys, how are you feeling?
Feeling good. Feeling all right.
Yeah, what a comeback from you guys, Game 5. What did you guys do differently there to come out with the win?
Um, we just, after game 3, we just kind of sat there and talked to each other while we were waiting. We kind of figured out what we should do, what we should do, what we shouldn't do, and some of those things worked, some of them didn't, some of them worked, and we came out with the win.
And come out with the win you did. Tubby, I'm gonna have to come to you real quick, because that was one hell of a performance in that game 5. I mean, what was going through your mind as you were 4-1 down? Were you nervous? Were you concerned, or did you know that? Did you believe in the Huskies to bring it back?
Well, we were actually 5-1 down
5-1
because
down.
I
That's
own
right.
gold.
Sorry.
Because I
Yeah.
own gold, and at that point I said, "GG, sorry, oh." So I didn't
Yeah.
believe. I didn't have any faith, and then
Yeah.
put that nice boomer in. I do believe, and we got another quick kickoff goal.
He did say GG after we were right at 5-1. He said GG, we're done. So
But
Yeah,
then O put one in, and momentum started building, and we came back. And I hear this was important to the Colts, and we had nothing to play for, so I'm just glad to, maybe keep somebody out of the playoffs.
Yes, you definitely did. You did hand them the L. A little unfortunate there for them. Possibly have a very slim chance of still making playoffs. If the teams above them do lose this week, still keep it close, and we're gonna have to see how next week goes. As that playoff run
Well,
really close.
GG's to them. They played great. We had a tough start. Um, they were some things they were doing that we were having trouble countering, but come game 5, we had kind of talked about it and figured it out. But at the end of the day, they played great, and that was fun. Definitely fun.
Right. Well, unfortunately, we are going to have to wrap this up because our next series is going to have to start getting underway. But Squirrel, anything else you would like to say, or shall we sign this one out?
Good games from you guys, and that was definitely a fun series to watch and cast. Had a blast.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you both. You both played incredibly well. So very interested to see how you guys perform next week in our last week of play. I do not know what team you're against, but if what would you say to your team who you're going to play next week? What is your message?
Good luck. We got nothing to play for, so if you got something to play for, watch out. We will shut you down, and we may not be the best team, but we are scrappy, and we're not going away.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're not going away. I have it on good information that you'll be playing the Coyotes next week, who also have playoffs in their sights. So could be another upset.
Oh yeah.
I cannot wait to find out.
We'll be
Well,
ready.
oh, we ready? Good stuff from the Huskies, taking the 3-2 victory over the Colts in this one. Fantastic game from you both. Thank you so much for joining us on the panel, and thank you, FDL community, for joining us for this game. We are going to be right back in the next 5 minutes with the Hornets taking on the Vipers in Adept. Now, this one has serious playoff implications. The Vipers win, they keep their playoff hopes alive. The Hornets win, they almost lock their playoff dreams. So stay tuned for that one. Until next time, it's been Rhino Boy casting with Squirrel. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for casting with me, and we will see you next time. Stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Frontier Doubles League. We have some adept action for you at the 9 o'clock hour between the 6 and 2 Hornets and the 4 and 4 Vipers. I'm Blade, and I'm joined in the booth this evening by Squirrel. Squirrel, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Oh, I can't complain. I've had a busy day, but I am looking forward to seeing some fun Rocket League being played. Do you have any thoughts on this game?
So it looks like both teams here are bringing out their B lineup, so it should, on paper, be a close game. Now, given what we just witnessed between the Colts and the Huskies, looks like lineups don't really matter. It's who's playing better at what given point in the game.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. And I did a little bit of research before this that the Hornets sit third in their conference and also sit third in the wild card and look to have a chance to move towards the top of the conference and at least secure a wild card bid with not secure, but move into the wild card spot with a win tonight. And the Vipers have an outside chance of making playoffs. They're going to need a win and a lot of help. But these two teams did see each other back in week 2, and the Hornets took a 3-2 win in a reverse sweep.
Oh my! Well,
Yeah,
you
but
hate to see reverse sweeps, but man, it shoot for some really good Rocket League.
yeah, we'll see if they can replicate that kind of matchup for us, give us a nice 5 games. But let's get these guys into the lobby and get this started. And we will have, for the Hornets, will be Senfus and Bearded Moors with Rico and Punzi on the side of the Vipers. And off of the kickoff, it's sent down into the Vipers half here. Rico knocking it forward, but it's cut off by Bearded, who puts it off of the backboard, trying to find the bounce, but Punzi able to turn that aside into the corner. Ricochets a few times in the middle, Punzi pushing it away from his net into the corner to safety. Punzi trying to get it around Senfus, not able to, pushes it into the corner. And Senfus trying to find a clear here, can't. Rico keeping it in, bouncing it off the wall into the middle. Senfus sending it into the Vipers corner here, and it's knocked back again. Back and forth play right now, and Rico over the top, can't find anything there. Senfus turning it away. Those teams with some solid early defense, and that one's going to be a little high. Senfus can't find the follow-up. Nothing there. Punzi hasn't had an open net there and gets a bump. Tries to find the recovery and can't do that. And the ball just sits in the corner with a demo on Bearded Moors there. Another ball lofted towards the net, and that will be read by the Senfus to start off the scoring.
Yeah, a little unfortunate there from the Vipers player there. Missed the read. Allows Senfus a open net as he could not recover in time. Does give the Hornets a 1-0 lead with 3:55 in game 1.
Yeah, and off of this kickoff, Rico with it. Slow play, Senfus turning it aside. Just trying to take their time here to set up a play out front. Haven't been able to do so, but Rico now with it, trying to corral it in his own half. Does grab that boost, decides to take it up the middle. Sends a flip, it's cut off by Senfus. Finds the pinch to wrap it around the board, wrap it around the wall here, across the goal mouth. Punzi trying to get that ball in the corner there, but Bearded decides to take it and push it up the wall on the opposite side. Trying to take play off the wall, just sends it towards net, and Punzi moves that off into the corner, just keeping it in a safe place, and does get a little pinch off the backboard there to send it back down in the Hornets half.
Yeah, the Hornets here with all the pressure in the first 2 minutes. See if the Vipers can possibly get the ball out of their side and get some pressure for them. They've got plenty of time here as there's 2:55 left in the clock, and they're only down by 1. Definitely not out of reach.
Yeah, surely it's definitely a game that's still within reach, but they're going to need to try to generate some offense as Punzi sends a high lofting ball towards the net, but Senfus is up and able to send it aside with no real threat created. Rico booms it across the field where Punzi tries to catch it, but Senfis able to knock it forward into the goal mouth, and that ball's up. Bearded up for it, able to tap it off the backboard, can't find a follow-up. Senfis blocked by Rico out front, but Bearded trying to swarm this net here, sends it over to Senfis, knocking it into the corner, just buzzing around here in the offensive half here as the Vipers trying to find some relief, and they do, but it's very quick as Bearded knocks it down to the other side and has a quick opening here to cross. Senfis slams it.
Yeah, this pass play is coming up for the Hornets. Really good awareness there from Senfis to just wait on the pass from Bearded and catches Rico in a very awkward spot, as Rico did try and attempt a demo on the offensive play that they had before the goal. Definitely did put him out of position, which unfortunately led to a Hornets goal. They are up 2-0 with a minute 45 to go in game one.
Yeah, and it's definitely been a tale of two different games as Bearded throws another one in to extend that Hornets lead to 3. But that's also the Hornets' 7th shot to the Vipers 2. And that kind of lack of offense is definitely not going to be the friend of the Vipers going forward. And it feels like that this game, while maybe, not out of reach, is heading in that direction, but maybe just find something to just try to get going, boost the morale a little bit.
And Rico does come out there with the demo, which allows them to get a wide open net here. So definitely a start for the Vipers players. Still a minute 46 left. It's not completely out of reach. Maybe see if they can get some more bumps and demos on these Hornets players, catch them out of position, and get some more goals.
Yeah, certainly the physical play does pay off in twos. It can be a little risky, but when done right, can pay off big time. It does create those opportunities, those open nets, as that ball ricochets across the field, and Cusey knocking it forward, and Bearded Moors gets that first, sends a roller into the Viper side, turned away there though, as Bearded has it popped up for his teammate. Senfis has it trying to get it across net, gets a slice on it, not what he wanted. Try to get a little closer there as Bearded trying to send it in the middle, doesn't find a second touch, and it's knocked away. Senfis sends it up for himself there, trying to push it across the field. Cusey puts it up the wall and leaves it for Rico. He's going to come off, sending it towards the backboard, and dropping it down as it bounces high up. And Senfis is there to just loft it to safety. As we come down to the last 30 seconds here, Vipers still looking for some offensive action, but the defense has been fairly solid, but Bearded Moors cannot be stopped there.
Definitely cannot have the Hornets just keep passing it around these Viper players. 3 assists on 4 goals, so definitely a team effort here for the Hornets. A little unfortunate that the Vipers can't really get anything going in game 1. Maybe it's just a warm-up game for them. We can see hopefully some more offensive pressure as Bearded misses a wide open net.
Those are sometimes the bounces you get. They just sometimes don't go your way as that ball is knocked away by Bearded and sent back towards Rico, and Cusey trying to find an extra one, but sent to the ground, and the Hornets will take game 1 by a 4-1 margin, and the Vipers just looked like they struggled to get a whole lot going, only getting 4 shots in that game to the Hornets 8, and the Hornets shooting 50%.
Yeah, they shot 50% as a team and as individuals. Each of them 2 goals, 4 shots, 2 assists for Senfis, and 1 for Bearded. So the Hornets players definitely giving it to the Vipers. But I'd like to see the Vipers try and get some more demos, be a little more physical in game 2, and try and open up some passing positions. Right now, they need to change.
Yeah, they really do need to find some kind of change, and it just seems like the Hornets have also been successful in not just the scoring, but the generation of pressure. It seems to be that they are just they're just pinning the Vipers underneath their own goal, taking these boosts away from them, and so whenever the Vipers are getting boost, it's all being expended to just even try to get this ball to midfield, even if just for a couple seconds, and that doesn't really provide an opportunity to sustain any offense.
Yeah,
we
as
head
we see
in-
the kickoff. Yeah, we're going to kick off in game 2, and we're going to get this underway.
Easy starting out with it, knocks it out. As Senfis comes towards it, Rico gets to it first, sending it down towards the Hornets backboard, slices it wide on that one, can't find a shot. Had a potential opportunity there as Bearded trying to make a play off the wall. Senfis can't find a follow-up touches. Beansy will take this one down, trying to get it start a little rough here. Gets it in the middle. I don't know if it's on the bump there, but that ball will roll harmlessly across the face of goal here. Senfis with a nice little air dribble is going to tuck that top left.
And Senfis with the musty off the sidewall, pulling up the mechanics into an air dribble. Top corner. Rico didn't have a chance to save the ball. What a really nice placement there from Senfis to give the Hornets a 1-0 lead with 4:20 left in game 2.
Yeah, he certainly threaded a needle with that one as Rico trying to get a little bounce trouble, gets it around one. That's a little awkward, does get the flick to tie it up. Real quick response from the Vipers.
Yes, Rico just dribbles it around the Hornets defense. Senfis didn't have the angle there as he attempted to bump him out the way, but a little too far back. And it gives Rico a chance to get a goal, tie this up 1-1.
Yeah, as the ball squirts out to the side, just favoring onto the Vipers half. Senfis off the wall with a miss. Beansy, soft touch, trying to play it to himself, but ends up 50 to Bearded. As it's put across, Senfis just sends that towards net, and Rico can't get there in time, and that will fall in for another goal.
Yeah, Senfis just booms it on net here. It was open, and Rico almost had the save, but a little too early on the jump there. I think if he would have waited for a little more time, he might have gotten saved. And it gives the Hornets a 2-1 lead, as the kickoff does go in favor of the Hornets.
Yeah, Bearded knocking it away, sending it into the Vipers half here, trying to generate some pressure, but Rico almost able to break some of it. Senfis sending it back in, just a little to the right of the goal. Both of the Vipers sitting out front, Beansy trying to just push this ball forward, relieve any of that pressure as that goes towards net, but Senfis able to cut that off before it can find the back of it. As it's sent across goal mouth again. Lots of those balls that they're just sending across the goal mouth where there's just no follow-up from the second Viper. This Beansy trying to keep that ball from going out in front, but Senfis beating him to it, and that has a little opening there. He's going to take his time and just push that one in, extending the Hornets' lead.
Yeah, Rico got demo there, so it's pretty much just a wide open end, as Rico will not respawn in time. Senfis takes the time, doesn't want to miss, and scores another one for the Hornets here. 3-1, 3 minutes left in game 2. Kickoff in favor of the Vipers, and Rico's going to go up the wall, starting to get some pressure here. Maybe a double if he can. A little wide, Senfis shot on target, and just catches the Vipers off guard.
It just Senfis is hi Senfis, we see you. You're scoring a lot. I mean, you're allowed to be nice to the Vipers, but the Hornets just extending this lead, and they seem to keep catching this Vipers team out like that. They just seem to not expect some of these touches from the Hornets so far. As Senfis it looked like he's going to keep throwing towards the net as Rico chips that one over the top. Bearded with the follow-up, but Rico again pushing it away. Senfis still just sending it in towards goal. Can't find the follow-up touch off of the ball on the backboard. Bearded sending it wide, down in his own half. Rico gets it around one. Can't pop it over Senfis, who does get up there and is able to follow up that touch, putting it down towards the Vipers half, and Bearded puts it a little bit wide. Rico with it, trying to find an angle. Senfis shuts that down before anything can happen and QZ almost found the read. It is turned away by Bearded and the post on that one, I believe. Vipers just almost can't seem to buy a goal.
Yeah, it definitely can't. That was a really nice angle from him as he nearly got the goal, but the Hornets did end up getting the save as Sentis does clear the ball. See if he can get this ball out. Sentis is already up and backboard. Bearded a little slow on the power. Maybe Weaker can get there and get the goal for the Vipers.
Yeah, Sentis has been all over the place as Bearded just sends down a hard play, and that's going to find its way in. I think a Viper may have gotten a touch on that. I don't know if that was going to be in on its own or not, but I think that may have been in anyways, and Rico just making sure it sits top corner like that, and that's a tough one to take if you're the Vipers.
Yeah, it definitely is. Just booming on that, and there's no Vipers players in that. That's, I believe, the second or third time the Vipers have been caught out with no one back on defense. And this allows the Hornets to get another wide open net. 5-1 with a minute left. Bearded trying to get a pass here, but unfortunately runs out of boost. The Vipers just going to take it slow and see if they can get some offensive pressure going here. As Rico plays this ball really slowly.
Drops that down in the middle. Kinsey, no angle there, really shallow. Wasn't a bad ball, but wasn't a great ball either. That I think there was Rico left for his teammate. And Kinsey with the miss, and that ball's just going to be out in the open, and Sentis is going to just push that one in, and just another ball out front, and an easy tap in for the Hornets.
Yeah, another misplay there from the Vipers leads to another open net here for the Hornets. Just the little things here are really catching the Vipers off guard. Misses, unfortunate 50s. Hornets just taking advantage of everything they can, just booming stuff on net, and it seems to work as they are up by 5 goals with 30 seconds left in game 2.
Yeah, and at the 4:14 mark, this game was actually tied at 1, and that's just how much it has changed since then. Is Bearded trying to find a touch there, cannot. Rico just puts a power shot on that, and it finds the post and bounces out. The Hornets have a third man on the field right now, and getting a lucky save from their goal. Lindsay trying to send it across. Sentis just always seems to be there to cut it off, and we just need to wait for this ball to drop, and the Hornets will take game 2. But they're just keeping it up for now. Not really sure why, but I mean, good on them for keeping it up.
I think they're going for the Brazil here, as it is 6-1, so they trying to keep it up, trying to score 7. Unfortunately, they did not. And the Hornets come out 6-1, 2-0 in the series. As Sentis nearly drops 1,000 on these guys.
Yeah, Sentis managing to outshoot the Vipers team.
Yeah,
and
just by himself.
Yeah, and five goals. The Hornets have had, by my count here, 10 goals, and Sentis has had 7 of them. The Vipers have had 2 total.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's nearly as many as Bearded had in this one game.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and just the Vipers offense, where are they going to find it?
I wish I could tell you. I wish I had an answer there, but every time the Vipers try and push on offense, they just get a booming clear from the Hornets on their net, and it just allows them to score. It's happening over and over again. I really wish I had an answer for you there. But they need to change something up here in game 3, because I doubt they want to get swept here.
Yeah, certainly. You don't want to get, and the way these first 2 games have gone, if game 3 goes this way, not only do you want to not get swept, but you don't want to get swept this bad, though, is that ball's just going to go off the post. Almost an early lead for the Hornets, but a saving grace for the Vipers. As this game just still 0-0 early, but I think there was a demo, and that ball's going to be off the post too. Senfus not able to find the finish, still controls it, trying to send it towards the middle. Funsy knocking it down and across, enough power that it's not a threat. Rico pushing it forward, grabs that mid boost, gets the demo, gets the boost steal, comes across, looked for the demo on Senfus, who jumped over it and was able to send it up the sidewall, and Bearded sends one towards net off the backboard a little wide, but got Rico to go for it. Senfus not able to generate the power there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I like the idea there for Rico. Demoing one, trying to get another demo, clear up the field so his teammate can score. Unfortunately, did not get it, but does get a nice aerial there and slots it in bottom left.
That is the Hornets, not the Hornets, excuse me, that is the Vipers' first lead of the series in any game, and that comes 11 minutes in game time. But off of this kickoff, Funsy sends a high booming clear off the backboard. I don't know if he missed that or if that was just a fake. Either way, ball rolls back down into the Vipers' half. Rico over one, can't get it around the other, but does demo Bearded. Funsy plays it back in the corner. Bearded spawns on the opposite side of the ball there, but does come across to get a clear that's cut off by Rico. Doesn't get the strongest touch. Is bumped, and Senfus is able to send it in. Weird bounce off of the corner there to send it into the middle, and the Vipers look like they've been picking up, playing a lot more physical game. It feels like I've seen a lot more demos.
Yeah, it's definitely working out for them too, as they are up 1-0. Possibly, Rico was chasing backwards there, or else he would have had an open net and could have put them up 2-0. And as Hornets here just keep putting pressure, Rico with another save, but Bearded up, and they both whiff. As Senfus is trying to keep pressuring here. Unfortunately, he does miss the touch there off the sidewall, but Hornets just applying pressure here, trying to get a goal. Not wanting to get shut out here in game 3.
Yeah, Rico pushes it up on the back wall. Bearded gets a little pinch and sends it high up on the sidewall. Easy knocking it in, but Bearded cutting it off again. Rico looking for a second, but can't find it as it rolls into the midfield. Bearded pushing it wide. Rico cuts it off. Senfus just sends a hard ball off of the backboard, and Funsy clears it back down, but Bearded's there in time to push it aside safely. And Bearded with the center there. Funsy knocking it down towards the sidewall, where Senfus will take it slow, come off the wall, trying to look for a centering pass, maybe try to get a pinch there, but Rico getting that clear all the way down the field as that ball will roll towards the net, trying to find the short side. Bearded there to meet him. Senfus putting a little bump on him and sends it down, and that one's not a goal, but there's that there's the catching the Vipers out in the back, and with that hard clear, just they weren't punished too hard on that one. Bearded, another close one.
Yeah, they definitely got away with one there, as the shot was a little wide from the Hornets, but the Hornets still keeping offensive pressure as the Vipers are desperately trying to get this ball out. The Hornets just won't let up. See if Senfus can turn around and get a shot possibly, as Rico just gets in that, waits. Just do your worst. I'm just gonna sit here. There's no need to push. They're up 1-0. Roughly a minute left, maybe 2, and Rico almost gets the dunk.
Yeah, he's been looking for that. He's had a couple opportunities, but the Hornets have just been in the perfect spot, because Rico has just been trying to tuck this ball into the tightest of windows. And Bearded is going to be able to get that and tuck that into the bottom right, tying this game up with under a minute left. And that's a bit of a heartbreaker for the Vipers to not let up a goal for so long, only to let one up fairly late.
Yeah, unfortunately there, Rico did miss the 50, which would allow the Hornets to get a goal. Rico was waiting on the 50 there from the Hornets, takes both boosts, gives his teammate some time, but his teammate definitely does not have any boost to do anything, as mid spawns in the perfect timing. A little hard on the first touch, which kind of almost had the angle there for Senfus. This guy's out here just freestyling on the Vipers.
Oh, Rico
Rico, what a
Rico.
shot! Oh my god, what a shot!
Okay, Rico. That's another nice one. A great follow-up touch. Gets that wide, tucks it just inside the post. 2-1 lead for the Vipers with 24 seconds left, and they just have to hang on at this point. Funsy with it. Gets it over Bearded. It's off the wall there. Can't find a follow-up. Does Rico have it? No. Senfis able to get there and push it aside. Bearded sending it off the wall down into the Vipers' end here. It's high. Bearded with the center. Senfis can't find the first touch. It just lofts off of the backboard and is bouncing high. Rico pushes it and it drops, and the Vipers will take game 3. They have life.
Yeah, Rico definitely came to play in this game. 2 goals, 5 shots, 3 saves. Absolutely putting the team on his back. Definitely. Good thing they didn't get swept. We get another game with these guys. Hopefully the Vipers can win it. Then it's in the game 5 here.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the stat line, and the one piece that really sticks out to me is the Hornets not just getting 1 goal on 8 shots, but the fact that the Vipers had 3 saves. The accuracy definitely was not there for the Hornets in this game. They did take the shots, but just seems like the shots weren't on target, and the ones that were on target were getting saved, which is kind of been what the Vipers have been doing for the most part. If there's a Viper back in net, they do usually get the save. When they get caught out, that's when they let up the goals.
Yeah, definitely the Vipers game plan worked out. And we'll see if these guys can continue the physical offensive pressure and defensive pressure. Can't really get scored on if the other team is just dead on your side. Gives you some space, and we'll see how this game goes as Rico and Senfis are the 2 on kickoff here.
And as we get this kickoff on game 4 going, the Vipers still fighting for their lives here. Bearded can't get the angle there, but Senfis is going to pick it up, send it towards net, off the crossbar. Can't find the second touch. Funsy has it, but Bearded with the follow-up and gets the early one for the Hornets.
Yeah, Senfis just bangs it off the crossbars. Luckily, it bounces nicely for Beater there as he was waiting. And it gives them a goal. 1-0, 4:48 left in this game. Rico, Senfis, kickoff again in favor of Rico. Bearded trying to get another goal here. Almost got the arrow, but Rico with the miss. Oh no, you idiot. Rico. Oh, you can't be doing that if you're Rico. 2 back-to-back misses.
Oh, that's a rough one for the Vipers. Just a lofty one towards net, and missed on that one. I think Funsy just was not in a position to have any kind of chance for that one, as Bearded does grab his second of the game very early here. Still 4.5 to go. Rico drives it towards net, couldn't get anything. Senfis taps it over, has room. That ball is on target unless Rico can get back, and does push it aside. Bearded looking for a center, doesn't get it. As Senfis able to tap it, can't get it around Funsy as that ball pops up off of the ceiling. Bearded a little ground pick for Rico, up for it. Does get it over Senfis, but Senfis still finds a touch on it. Send it up onto the backboard. Funsy with the ball towards the middle. Bearded turning this away as the Hornets defense is looking very solid yet again. Rico can't do anything with a dribble there. Still having trouble escaping their defensive half of the field so far in this little sequence, but still holding strong as they might just have another... Oh no!
Not the own goal. Oh no, you see it. The Hornets just pass plays. Definitely what's doing it for them there. And it was a nice pass. Pipes, unfortunately, own goal there. Definitely not the touch that he was looking for.
Yeah, those post reads are very hard as... Oh no, Senfis might have another one here. Oh, he bottles that one and can't extend the lead. But Rico picks it up, grateful for the fact that they're not down 4-0 right now. gets a dead 50 there with the Hornet as Community trying to send it towards the middle, gets the bounce, but Senfus cutting it off. Rico a little slow trying to get to that ball, but Bearded low boost, has Rico taking it, drives it towards the middle. Senfus can't find a touch there. And Rico just pinches it down into the Hornets half here. Can't get a center. The Vipers look like they're really trying for these centering passing plays, and it hasn't been working.
Yeah, the Vipers need to get something going though, because down 3 goals with 2 minutes left. That's Rico with the shot. Just as I said, they get a goal, 1-3. Still got a chance. Definitely not out of reach. But you want to see the passes get there a little bit more. Maybe go for some bumps instead of passes. Maybe some demos. Try and get these guys out of the way so that you make them come follow up with a shot. And there it is. As I said,
Oh, get a
a little
second.
pass play from the Vipers on a kickoff.
That one works. Just 2 quick ones. That really does get you back into it. And there's still more than half the game left, so plenty of time for a lot of things to happen. I mean, this is a depth league. Mistakes will be made, but whether they will be punished, possibly. But Bearded, as it squirts out to the sidewall, Senfus with it, trying to play it slowly, decides to just let it drop off the wall. Punsey meets him, and it leads to the ball lofting up. But Bearded sending it all the way down into the Vipers half. Rico trying to get a clear. Senfus meeting him, being able to generate some of this pressure. A little backflip from Bearded there as Senfus knocking it towards the Vipers net. Not terribly dangerous, but Rico trying to play it out. That did pinch. Oh, that just went a little wide. That one almost found its way into the net, but did not, as an awkward ball over the top of the net. Both of the Vipers sitting there just watching. As Rico trying to get some offensive pressure generated. Senfus sending one towards net. As the Hornets' pressure is just mounting, and the Vipers still holding strong, bending, not breaking, looking for a third, looking for this equalizer as we come up on a 1.5 minutes left.
Yeah, Rico's definitely giving it a ball here, trying to get some offensive pressure going. But every time he tries something, there's a Hornet player just waiting there. Waiting on the pass, waiting on a mistake. Rico does win the 50 there. Still mid-through. Gonna rotate. Try and see if he can get a good 50 to go his way. Unfortunately, it does go up the wall. He's got some time, some space. He does beat one Bearded there. Just waiting back. Again, another save coming out from the Hornets. As Rico does send this one a little high, top the backboard. Does try and go for a demo. Maybe he can get another one.
Yeah, as it's popped up, Bearded is the first one to it, sending it high out. Senfus is there. Is that going to get the roll? No, it bounces straight off the post. Dangerous ball, but Rico able to find a deflection to just move it away from the net. As it's popped and Bearded knocks it back down, but Punsey deciding to send it right back in. And Senfus with a little pop gets it over the other, but it is to the left of goal. Not able to get a conversion on that, and Bearded will convert on that one. And it just became a lot more difficult for the for the Vipers.
Still got a chance though. Just like earlier, they could get 2 kickoff goals.
Yeah.
Not over 20 seconds left. I've seen crazier things happen in this game with less time. As Rico and Senfus kick off there in favor of the Vipers. And, maybe. Bearded with the save. Rico is up. Trying to keep offensive pressure in. 10 seconds left. Bearded with the angle. Clear. What a shot.
Absolutely, just a lot of power on that one. Not the easiest angle, but Punsey just using that flip just at the right moment to send a lot of power on that ball. 5 seconds left. There is a shot. They've scored a kickoff goal before, but here we go, and that ball squirts out, and that's very favorable to the Vipers. No one can touch it. Rico keeping it up. This is their last hope. And he drops it on the wall, and it drops, and the Hornets take game 4, and they take the series 3-1.
I think Rico, they were either trying to roll it up the wall or get a flick and keep the fall up, but unfortunately doesn't get either. And game ends 4-3. Vipers definitely gave it their best shot. Rico definitely trying to get some pass plays, clutch on defense. But when you get out the shot, well, actually, no. 8 shots to 8 shots, never mind.
Yeah, but they had been outshot quite a few times in the other games, and I really think that just the fact it really took them to game 3 to really get going. I think just put them on the back foot because the Hornets, they showed up and they just started scoring.
Yeah, the Hornets, they were just offensive pressure pretty much all game long, and the Vipers didn't really have an answer there, unfortunately. As see if we can get these guys here and do an interview.
Yeah, I didn't say that last one.
Oh, there they are.
Nice training. Let's go.
Gentlemen, welcome. Congratulations on your win.
Thank you, thank you.
How do
So
you
what
guys
is
feel like you played? Oh, my bad. My bad.
no,
boys.
no, please go ahead.
How do you guys feel like you played this whole series? As the Vipers didn't really have an answer for you guys to pass plays.
You know, we've played them before, and we've kind of just from the last time we've played them, we've really kept like a log in our head on how who plays how, and I think that really came in a big part of our gameplay, just knowing how Rico plays. We haven't played Ponzi yet, but we know how Rico plays, and we've noticed that they play a little bit far up, so we know if we can get a good clear out of it, it'll go over the top of them, and I think that really helped us out a lot.
Yeah, we did certainly notice that in the booth that it seemed like that the Vipers, whenever they did get some offensive pressure, that you guys would just have this booming clear, and the accuracy and power you guys were able to generate on a lot of those clears to find those goals was really really impressive. What did you think after game 3 when they kind of started to make it a bit more even? Were you worried at all?
You go ahead. You go ahead.
I wasn't too worried about it, but I knew once Rico stepped up, we'd have like a a harder time trying to beat him because he's a good player. But I figured with me and Bearded, because like we have pretty good teamwork. We base most of our twos on teamwork, so we do a lot of pass plays. So that's why we have a lot of pass centers, and we'd end up scoring them.
Very nice, Squirrel. Do you have any other questions?
Is there anyone that you guys would like to call out or thank for some support here?
I think the only people that we probably want to not really call out, but really want to kind of show what we can do, because the last couple times we played them would be the Gators. The last time our first game we played them, we was really off, and then the second game there was more stuff happened that just made us really off, and they're the only team that's beat us. Those are our 2 losses that we got, and I know that we're a lot better team than what it shows when we play them, and I'm looking forward to seeing them again in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
And that musty Goldo, let's go.
yeah, that
Yeah,
was
I
pretty
think that
nice.
was the highlight of the series.
That's his
Right.
first one he's ever hit.
Yeah,
He
that's
hit
the
it
first
on
time I
the
ever hit
screen.
it.
Nice.
I don't know why, but I was like, you know what? I'm going for it. And it ended up working out. I was like, let's go.
Yeah, it certainly was a fantastic play. But Squirrel, if you don't have anything else, we will wrap this up. It was a 3-1 victory for the Hornets in this matchup. And I've been Blade. I've been joined by Squirrel. And we will be back at 10 o'clock with the Adept Rams at Coyotes. So signing off for now.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have our final match, our final little bit of FDL action to sprinkle in this weekend before we head into week 11. Tonight for you, we have some Adept League action. We have the 4-4 Coyotes taking on the 6-2 Rams. Now, this match has huge playoff implications for both teams. Rams trying to secure a #1 seed on their side of things, and the Coyotes trying to get a wild card spot for Adept League. This is definitely going to be an exciting one to watch. Don't you agree, Blade?
Yeah, I certainly agree. I definitely think this will be an interesting matchup. These two teams did see each other in week 2, and that was a Rams win in 4. So we'll see if they could maybe repeat that performance tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like we're gonna have a pretty fierce match here with both teams sending out their A lineups, Unsung and Ward here on the Coyote side, and Guerra and their new player Nagi on the Rams side of things. Definitely, with that new player on the Rams, you're gonna have a lot to prove here, especially being such a late pickup.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if they can get that chemistry together. But oh, excuse me, if you don't have anything else, what do you say? Do we want to get these guys in the lobby? Get this thing started?
Absolutely, I'm ready to go. Hopefully, we can get these guys in here.
There we go. Got 2, got 4.
All right, kicking things off here in game 1. We have Ward and Nagi off the kickoff. Ward's gonna win possession here. No boost to his name. Still gonna look and try to get a little bit of something going up. He's gonna give up the ball. Guerra trying to dribble it downfield. Unsung with the interruption. It's gonna lead to a Nagi possession who gets demoed for his efforts. Ward with a bang off the backboard, looking for a double touch, but nothing coming to fruition from that. Now Guerra with a possible air dribble gets a second touch. Unsung able to turn it away. His ball bouncing out middle. Unsung gets a second touch. Nothing too threatening though. He's going to be able to take control, looking to move it past Ward. Ward isn't biting though. Gets the 50. It's going to bounce out to Guerra, who gets blocked by Unsung. Ball bouncing around in neutral space here before Nagi gets a 50 against Unsung. Now this ball is going to float dangerously in front of the Coyotes net, and Nagi able to get the 50 win against Ward and sink one in here for the Rams.
Yeah, just a little bit against the run of play, but being able to tuck that in, it took a weird bounce, but able to find its way to the back of the net. Yeah, secure them that early lead.
Absolutely looking, and the Rams maybe looking to put in another one. No, not yet. Ward able to handle that one quite readily. Looking at a 1v1 opportunity here against Guerra. Gets a solid 50, but Nagi's gonna come bail his teammate out, maybe only for a little bit. Ward with no boost to his name, able to take advantage of the awkward positioning here and sink one, time the game up here.
Yeah, certainly. Just I think that was Guerra just left in an awkward position on the goal line, and Ward was able to pop it over the top and squeeze it in from the far post there, tie this up with just a little over a minute gone.
Yeah, look, it's turning out to be quite the match so far. I wonder if we'll continue to have the shootout type style going on as Unsung looks to put another one, but it hits the crossbar. Ward going off of the backboard, unable to secure a second touch. Now Guerra's gonna boom it downfield, looking for a second touch. Gets it, but not enough power here. Ward's gonna turn it away. Now in a 1v1 opportunity against Nagi. Nagi able to turn it away, but gets demoed for his efforts. Guerra now having to dive for the ball. Nagi taking it down center field here. Looking to center the ball, unable to make contact. Now Ward is going to take possession, or Unsung is going to take it from Ward. Guerra with the 50-50. Lead to a touch to the Rams corner. Nagi looking for Guerra. This could be a counterattack opportunity, but Guerra unable to get solid contact. Ward's going to get it past one, and he's going to have an open net to dribble into. And now the Coyotes take the lead 2-1.
Yeah, definitely, and that was Ward making a nice touch off the wall, nice control on the dribble, just lets it roll off, puts it dead in the middle of the net. Again, open nets are sometimes the hardest to score, but he sure made it look easy on that one. And Coyotes coming back after the early deficit.
Yeah, let's see if the Rams can respond with a goal of their own as Nagy puts a shot on and Ward is unable to get up to it. We have a tie game, Blade.
Yeah, that was certainly a very quick response. Nagy just squeezing that in, and that was Ward almost able to get the touch, but just could not find it, and evens us up, and only halfway through this game, and it's level. That one towards net, and Kara knocks it aside. Unsung throws it towards the middle and puts that wide. Nagy slow playing in the corner, and it's sent back out to the middle where Ward is going to catch it, trying to bring it in but can't. Nagy sends it up, is going to go after it, and Unsung meets him there to stop him. Unsung with it and looking it forward. Decides not to play that ball and lets Gara take it, but does come after it, pushing into the middle, and Nagy sending that towards the net. Ward standing there waiting for it. Unsung does miss on that one. Ward is right behind him, gets it around one. Nagy able to get a little pinch to send it down where Gara has it in the corner, sending it out, trying to drop a good pass here, and we have a couple swings and misses. Ward just going to clear it on that one. Gara with the catch, sending it back. Ward knocking it toward his own half, trying to corral it in his corner. A lot more back and forth now, though. It seems like that they're struggling to find opportunities now. And I just sometimes need to stop talking.
A little of Caster's curse coming into play here.
It's been all day.
It definitely looked like both teams were starting to settle down and kind of try to play around each other there before Unsung was able to find Guerra a little bit flat-footed and just shoot at a pretty open net, I would say. Right here, Ward taking control, trying to outplay the Rams, and oh no, it looked like the Rams maybe outplayed themselves just a little bit.
Yeah, and that's some insult to injury. I think that they bumped each other, and then it just takes a bounce off of Gara there, and that one hurts your pride a little bit.
Oh yeah, but still only a 2-goal lead. The Rams can still come back into this. There's about a minute remaining here in this game one. Nagy looking to take possession in the neutral field, but Unsung is going to take that away. Guerra trying to send it away, but Ward has it under control. Nagy's going to clear it out. Unsung waiting there. Nagy with a 50 win over Unsung. He's going to look to try and center this possibly for Guerra. Guerra bites, but no contact. Now Ward's going to have an opportunity here. Centers it here. Is Unsung there? No. Guerra's sitting there waiting. Getting a solid clear. Moves it past one. Nagy might have an opportunity here. Waiting for the touch patiently from Ward. Unsung with a booming clear downfield. This is going to relieve a lot of pressure for the Coyotes.
Yeah, we come down to the last 10 seconds, and it's becoming more and more dire for the Rams, and it really looks like that and Ward's just going to kill time here, and that one's not going to find its way in, and yeah, the Coyotes will take game one.
Yeah, quite a performance coming out here from the Coyotes. Unsung being a solid player here who's been in a depth for a while. He's an experienced player, and he's been captain for quite a while, you know. Definitely knows how to build a squad and help them get wins here. Ward also a phenomenal player who actually this season stepped up into Expert League, helping his Expert team get a win against an undefeated Hornets squad. So these Coyotes are definitely nothing to mess with.
Yeah, definitely. I actually, you said that was Ward who was pulled up in that game?
Yes, yeah, that was Ward.
Okay, yes, yeah, I do believe I actually casted that one, and yeah, he did play extremely well. He kept up in that lobby, and he had some shining moments there, and he is a dangerous player, and he certainly showed that in this game.
Yeah, and then on the other side of things, the Rams, the new their new player Nagi coming in with 2 goals, shooting 2 for 3. Not a bad showing. They still kept it competitive. They're definitely going to have to dial it up. Maybe see a little bit more of offensive play from Guerra as well if they want to keep competitive in this series as we start to move in here into game 2.
Yeah, the Rams hopefully will get some early scoring started, but try to keep the Coyotes from putting a couple in and maybe finding a couple more themselves. It was a promising start that seemed to sour for them as the game progressed.
Yeah, we have Guerra here looking for some offensive pressure for the Rams, unable to get anything out of it with Ward being in the way. Nagi now looking for a center for Guerra. It's a little bit too fast for Guerra. Guerra trying to take possession. Looking for a second touch, misses contact here. Unsung is going to have a 1v1 opportunity against Guerra. Guerra's got it covered. Gonna look to take it downfield. Ward and Nagi off the 50. This could be a little bit dangerous for the Rams. Ward is going to take possession. Guerra looking to get a 50 out. Nagi wins the 50 against Ward before Unsung takes control. Unsung with another 50. Looks like this one is going to bounce into neutral territory where Ward's going to take control. Off of the backboard, gets a second touch, but it's going to go a little bit wide. Nagi here with control, but Ward's going to play disruption. Oh, Ward fakes out his own teammate, but gets the flick past Guerra, and the Coyotes lead by 1.
Yeah, that's a great solo play, great catch from Ward, great timing on the flick. Gets it over the Rams there, and fairly early start for the Coyotes this time. And the Rams playing from behind, which was something that they had to get familiar with last game.
I like this demo coming out from Nagi, and I definitely think it was against the right player there. Ward seems like he's been doing a lot of things offensively for these Coyotes, this Coyotes team right here. Removing him from the field. Never mind. Unsung is just gonna get it past Guerra here. So enough talk about Ward. I can score goals too.
Yeah, certainly. That was a great first touch. Nice, got a nice ball off the wall there, and a fantastic follow-up touch to send it far side. Great, just a great solo effort.
We're here with a 1v1 opportunity. Unsung manages to get in the way. Nagi and Ward up. Ward wins the 50. Ward's gonna send one down onto target. Oh, crossbar down. Guerra could do nothing but watch as that one just went into his net. Now the Coyotes with a strong commanding lead, 3-0.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it was just that both of them up in the air on that double commit left them exposed in the back, and just a good power clear from Ward and the accuracy to put that on target to get that one to drop in like that. That's a lead that the Coyotes are going to feel fairly safe with, and it seems like that they're having no problems with being able to extend that lead. Looking like they're kind of scoring at will, really.
It looks like they're trying to play a little bit smart, keep possession and control here. Oh, but this ball's going to bounce out dangerously to the center, and the Rams are on the board. Managed to cut down this deficit to 2.
Yeah, that was just a good push up there from Nagi to get his car on that ball, and great positioning from Guerra out front to be able to knock that home.
Absolutely. Nagi here with another opportunity, looking for a second touch. Unsung able to get in the way. Guerra's up, manages to win the 50. Looking to play interruption against Ward, but doesn't make contact. Unsung also doesn't make contact there. Nagi's able to turn it away. Now Ward on the retreat. Shadow defense. He's going to give the ball up to Unsung. Guerra with an opportunity, but nothing comes from it. Ward now, and the Rams have half of things. Gets the second touch. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Ward. He was doing that kind of stuff in the expert match that I watched. Not necessarily a shot like that. That was absolutely an absolutely insane angle. But being able to kind of peek, make those type of plays, that's that's really where Ward's danger lies and what makes him so dangerous.
Yeah, if you're the Rams right now, you might want to start looking for some demos here. Ward with another 1v1 opportunity. Nagi in a bit of an awkward position. Where did Ward come from? I didn't even see him.
He popped out, turned around.
Oh my.
That right there, yeah.
Goodness. Wow, Ward
Yeah.
able to capitalize on that awkward Rams positioning.
Yeah, it looked like he was almost trying to flick that up to get it over top, and I don't know if he was maybe going forward to look for a demo, because that's what he and his teammate were doing, was getting that ball towards the net and getting out in front of it and finding demos to create the space.
Yeah, I definitely think that might be the playstyle that the Rams might need to bring out here if they want to try to shut down Ward. It seems like he's doing so much for this Coyotes offense right now. Dangerous floater. Nagi able to turn it away. Looking for a 1v1 opportunity against Ward. It pinches out Guerra. Oh, maybe just not expecting that pinch to be so fast. Wasn't able to make or get a shot off here, but gets a shot. Gets a follow-up shot off, but Ward able to turn it away. Unsung with a shot on net, and it slips past the Rams defense. The Coyotes seem to be running away with this one here in game 2.
Yeah, certainly, and it's just really been an onslaught from the Coyotes. Rams really struggling to create any kind of offense. 1 goal off of 3 shots. Coyotes 6 shots off of 9. 6 goals off of 9 shots. And 3 shots isn't really going to cut it. It's not going to win you games.
Oh, I thought that was going to be another one. Nagi a little bit awkward there, backwards. Unsung looking for another goal, but instead finds the center, and Ward is going to find the back of the Rams net here. The Rams trying to catch up and get in the way of this Coyotes attack, but unable to. And if you're the Rams, you probably want to play a little bit of that disruption style. It looks like Ward and Unsung have had a lot of pressure and a lot of time on the ball to be able to get the plays off that they want. Ward with a lot of solo plays here. If you're the Rams, you might want to play a little bit of disruption there to prevent that amount of time. You know, aggressive challenges, demos, and bumps there might play a lot of dividends for them.
Yeah, they've been seemingly struggling to maintain possession of the ball in the midfield, and there's that bump play, the forward bump to open it up. But the Rams just need to try to. Excuse me, I don't know where I was going with that.
No worries.
It has been a long day.
I completely understand that. But yeah, it definitely looks like the Rams have this game 2 here under control. Yeah. And if you're the Rams, you know,
I'll get one more.
Ward has been absolutely lights out against this Rams squad so far, just going for all these aggressive touches and winning them. I think the Rams expecting a little bit more time and space, but Ward is not giving them any of it.
Yeah, and this is one to forget for the Rams.
Yeah, you definitely have to forget this one, and you have to go into game 3 with with a new outlook on this match here. Like I was saying, you know, Ward has definitely been that player for the Coyotes, shooting 6 for 8, accumulating over 1,000 score in this game 2 right here. That is definitely a player that you want to get rid of going into game 3 here if you guys want to have a chance, because they did hold it pretty competitive. They did keep things competitive in game 1. So if they're able to find a little bit more time and space, it definitely seems like they're a little bit awkward with the amount of speed that Ward and Unsung are coming at them with.
Yeah, and the offense is going to need to step up. I have here that the Rams are now being outshot 23-7. Also, the fact that they've let up 23 shots in 2 games. It is hard to have 23 shots, taken on you and to be able to stop a lot of them.
Yeah, and the Coyotes have definitely had a lot of time and space. They've also had they've definitely had a lot of like booming clears. If not, they're able to just dribble it out pretty safely with no challenges coming out really from the Rams. Looks like Unsung with a car change here to the Batmobile from the most recent Batman film.
Oh,
And it looks like it's paying off for him already. Oh,
yeah.
Nagi with the unfortunate, unable to make contact there off the kickoff, and Unsung's gonna have an open net to shoot at.
Yeah, it's definitely not the start that you want if you're the Rams. Try to find something, get it back quick, but this Coyotes team, when they start scoring, they seem to keep scoring, and they got started very early.
Yeah, if you're the Rams, you definitely want to slow them down, turn them down a notch a bit. Nagi here looking to keep possession here. Ward is going to play patiently. Guerrero with an opportunity, wins a 50. Nothing to come of it as the Coyotes team up to get this past the Rams. And oh my! Nagi, what a save. Able to see the play coming down and get in the way of that shot.
That's a tough one to miss.
Yeah, it could definitely be a promising lead for them. Guerra, no boost to his name, wasn't able to find Nagi there waiting center. Guerrero with an opportunity, he's going to hit it off the sidewall. Actually, Unsung is going to be able to meet the ball in the air, send it a little bit more downfield. Gets it past Nagi. Guerrero sitting in defense, waiting for this touch. Ward off the challenge. Guerrero actually I'm not sure if he made contact there, but Unsung does find contact, gets a shot off, but Nagi was able to get in the way of that. Unsung in the air, finds a touch, finds a second touch. Guerrero.
Oh, wow.
Guerrero was already up there. Didn't expect that second touch, but finds this touch here. He's got no boost to his name. It's a foot race against Unsung. Finds a 50 off, but no goal yet. Coyotes still leading by 1 here with about 3 minutes remaining.
Yeah, I mean, if you're the Rams, sure, you may be down by 1, and that's a good demo, but Unsung gets there. But at least for the Rams, sure, you're down by 1. That's not necessarily the greatest thing, but the good thing is also that you're only down by 1, and it could be a whole lot worse.
Agreed. Whenever I play, I know I'm never sweating over a 1-goal deficit because it's very easy to tie off of that. Theoretically, at least, you know.
Yeah.
There are a lot more factors, but I'm never sweating over 1 goal, and if you're the Rams, you shouldn't be sweating over the 1-goal deficit here either. Guerrero with an opportunity here. Nagi looks for the shot, unable to make contact, and this is going to be a Coyotes counterattack opportunity, and Ward cashes in. The Coyotes now take the lead 2-0. The Rams need to score, and they need to score now if they want to stay alive in this series.
Yeah, they really do, and that's a unfortunate one. And silver lining on this one so far for the Rams is they've been keeping it close. They look very competitive in this match, where they really didn't in the first 2, and that's what a save. Hopefully that can turn into something for the Rams, because that was a huge save.
And a much needed one to prevent this lead going to 3. Now Nagi with an opportunity is going to hit the sidewall here. Unsung looking for a touch, a clear. Instead, this ball is going to float a little bit dangerously. Ward is going to have to take care of it. Looking at a 1v1 opportunity, but backs off because of a lack of boost here. Now he's going to find him in a 2v1 here against the Rams. Ward able to take care of it. This ball is going to bounce neutrally. Unsung going to get the shot off. Guerrero with no boost, unable to catch up. And now the Coyotes do lead by 3.
Oh, that's a great job of just putting that ball towards net, and good things happen there of just getting it inside enough, and that's a very rough one for the Rams. It's something's going to need to change very quickly. Thankfully, they avoided going down by 4 there, but it's going to be tough.
Oh, that pass is just a little bit too fast for Guerra to be able to catch up and make something out of it. And now lots of time and space for the Coyotes as Unsung gets a bump on Nagi, and now Ward and Guerra in a foot race. Unsung still gonna have an opportunity, hits it wide. Nagi with possession now is gonna take it off the wall, looking for Guerra on the other side of the field. Guerra makes contact, but Ward gets in the way, and the Rams have yet to put any points on the board. Oh,
Yeah,
no.
30 seconds. It's gonna get really tough.
Gonna be one heck of a comeback if the Rams are able to pull it off, but as the Coyotes keep the offensive pressure going and add a couple bumps here and there. Oh my, this might be an opportunity.
Oh,
Yeah.
look, I'm just saying, there's a chance.
There's most certainly a chance. It's gonna be hard with 6 seconds left, but Nagi, if he's able to get another 50-50 pinch from his side of the field like that, it's definitely possible.
Look, he just got to get really lucky like 2 more times. Can't be that hard. Oh, but that's gonna do it.
Yeah, Unsung sending a blistering shot downfield, and Guerra, unfortunately, with the backflip, unable to get the save there. And it looks like the Coyotes are going to walk away with the win here in Game 3. A clean sweep over the Rams. Nagi with an opportunity. Oh! Lady Fortune definitely wasn't on the Rams side. That one going crossbar down and ending the game.
That shot, I believe, was truly a microcosm of the series here for the Rams. Just struggling, and the Coyotes just absolutely dominating, kind of just doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah, it seems like they went very unchecked here in this match. Just being Ward, especially just being able to do whatever he wanted, and then it looked like Unsung started to heat up there towards the end, just being like, you know what, I'm gonna follow in Ward's footsteps. I'm just gonna aggressively challenge and put every single touch on target, and it definitely paid off for the Coyotes.
Yeah, it really did, and just the peppering the net just seemed to work, and they did have the long clears, but we do have these guys in here to talk to them. Gentlemen, how you doing?
Hey, man. Doing good, man. After a game like that, a series, it was just nice coming out of that.
Yeah, Ward, I noticed there, I think it was in the Game 2 match, you dropped 1,000 points. Shooting, I think it was 6 for 8. What a phenomenal performance. I'm sure you feel pretty good about that one.
Yeah, man, I'm pretty hyper right now. Had 3 Red Bulls and just went at it, you know,
The man's cracked.
literally.
And Unsung, I mentioned it to Blade here before that, like it definitely looked like it was all Ward maybe in those first 2 games, but like starting in that Game 2, you started to really heat up, go for aggressive challenges, put in a lot of shots on target, but it definitely didn't feel like you guys were like Ward was the carry or anything. You definitely put in some work tonight.
Definitely.
I don't
went
think
straight
so.
up and he went aggressive and it just worked.
I think it was a straight carry, honestly. At least for the first 2. Third game, I just let him get goals, make him feel better.
The nice team morale and synergy. I like it. Blade, do you have any questions for these fine gentlemen?
I really don't. I don't have any questions about what I saw. You guys showed up, dominated, took care of business. Just just kind of flabbergasted, really, at the domination.
Yeah, I believe there was a incredible double touch coming out of the Rams corner that Ward was able to secure there. I think that was in what, game 1? I think game 1 or game 2.
I think so.
That was an incredible clip, especially here in Adept and Ward. You're no stranger. You have played in Expert League and at Adept here. So, did any of that Expert League experience help you guys with this match tonight?
I would say so, because not even like just in the matches, but I've been playing with Expert League players, and that just helps me all around, you know.
Yeah, it definitely looked like you didn't miss a beat, still keeping up that speed and aggressiveness here against the Rams. But that's all the questions I've got, except for our last question, of course. With this win, this is definitely going to help secure help to secure a playoff spot, pending other results and Week 11 results. But if you guys manage to sneak into that playoff spot, are there any teams that you guys are looking forward to playing against?
I honestly can't think of any right now. Just trying to do it one game at a time. I know we got Huskies coming up, and that could be a make or break. So I really want to focus on that.
Okay, I like it. Focus on the important things for now. Nothing to get in the way. But that's all we've got for you guys, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys had a fantastic time viewing some of this incredible FDL action, and tune in next week as we still have extremely important matches with incredible playoff implications. This next week will definitely be the final week, sealing and solidifying our playoff teams. So please tune in next week. Keep an eye out in our Discord servers, and I hope you guys have a wonderful night.